Oh, you're so sweet, I swear. Te mando un besito.
All right, we're on.
Let's
Discuss
go.
TV.
What's up?
Nothing at all.
Back at it again.
It's kind of like heads or tails if I'm gonna finish that horror movies on Halloween video before Halloween actually happens.
Dude, you got to. You have 4 days.
I've been working on it. I can't
yeah.
get like a take that I like for certain things. I almost feel like even if it comes out like the first week in November, I don't give a fuck. I'll still post it.
Yeah, content is content. The more videos you have on the channel, the better.
Yeah.
So,
But all right, I'm just gonna jump into the Dragon Ball GT thing.
let's get it.
Episodes 8 and 9. These are probably my least favorite 2 episodes so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've hit a bit of a mediocre slump in the show.
Yeah, I didn't hate them, but the first one. So yeah, episode 8 obviously is the second half of the Tsunami epised.
Yeah, Tsunami.
Which I was just frustrated the whole time watching, just being like, why don't you guys just do this or do that?
Yeah.
So yeah, picking up where episode 7 leaves off. Tsunami wants to see Trunks' face. Trunks is underneath the veil with the wedding dress, and
Yeah.
Goku finally floats the idea of just attacking Tsunami finally.
Yeah.
And Pan's like, well, no, we don't want to do that because he'll cause an earthquake. It's like, bro, you just destroy him before he causes the earthquake.
Yeah, they can one-shot him. I think they're, especially because they can sense power levels, so it's kind of like, well, you're strong enough to one-shot.
Dropping my Dragon Balls into the stream now too.
Fizz, what's good, man?
Yeah, what's up, Fizz?
The Monday Night Legend.
Yeah, Pan shoots this down. Tsunami takes Trunks. He says he's going to take him to his love nest. So finally, yeah, Tsunami's taken off with Trunks. They start following them. They get to his lair. His lair is, of course, this like underwater cavern. So Goku prepares to swim underwater by just getting naked in front of everybody.
Yeah, he just fucking gets naked to swim and puts his clothes on his head or some shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, Pan is in here. Pan is like in your presence right now.
Now, Goku's always been like that, though. Do you remember in the Buu arc where Goku just hops in the fucking hot tub with Trunks and Goten butt-ass naked?
Yeah, Goku just doesn't care.
And he goes Super Saiyan and fucking blows up the hot tub.
And then Pan even says something, and Goku's like, oh, we used to take baths all the time when you were a baby. And Pan's like, yeah, bro, when I was a fucking baby.
Yeah.
But it is a little weirder just because of the fact that Goku's a kid again.
Yeah, facts. Well, now they're essentially like the age range. They're essentially like cousins. I guess it's not the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, it was just funny Dragon Ball humor. It seemed like.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball style.
ReZero starting off another world while watching all my other animes. What is ReZero?
I think I know what ReZero is. It's pretty popular. A lot of people like it. It's the one with like the 2 maid chicks, like one with the red hair, one with the blue hair. I think that's the one I'm talking about.
So down in the cavern, Trunks' wig falls off, and finally Tsunami realizes what's up. But he thinks Trunks is hot, but also still thinks Trunks is a girl. I don't really know what was going on here.
Yeah, he thought that Trunks was like a tomboy, like a tomboy girl. He's like, oh, short hair is okay with me, or some shit like that.
Yeah, I was like, so I don't know if Tsunami is gay or if Tsunami is just like confused and thinks, yeah, he seems to think Trunks is a girl because he calls him a short-haired girl or something.
Yeah.
So Trunks tries to get Tsunami to drink this. I'm assuming it's just booze that he's got in his pocket, it turns out to be booze, I think.
Yeah, it's a liquor, and yeah, trying to get him sauced.
So Trunks is trying to get him to drink this, but he won't drink it. So Trunks basically spikes his food and forces him to eat this food, and that seems to work. And once he's drunk, the rest of the crew just shows up. Like as soon as he's drunk, Goku and Pan and the village guy, they just show up in there. Like there's not really any. I don't really know what their plan was. Like, oh, as soon as he's drunk, we can just appear and he'll be fine with it. I don't know. They just show up, and Tsunami gets mad. He seems to be more mad right away. I don't know what they thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, immediately he gets angry. Goku finally challenges him to a fight. Like at this point, just finally says, "Fuck it, I'm going to fight this guy." And then Tsunami passes out. This might have been the worst part. Tsunami passes out, and the villager gets the scissors out to cut his whiskers off. But he decides to Deliver these fucking monologues first. He's sitting there going, "This is for my village," and all the time. Bro, cut his fucking shit off. What are you
Yeah,
talking for?
yeah. You've been waiting for this shit for years. Just cut it off and then give the monologue, bro. Come on.
That's about a guy that gets transported to a new world, and then he realizes, or wait, and then he realizes if he dies, he has a respawn point. But as he progresses, he realizes his reset point resets. And what happens when your last save point, you lose your favorite companion?
Oh shit.
I'd have to watch this to get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this guy gets one whisker cut off and then tries to deliver another fucking monologue, and Zunama wakes up. And now he's angry, and he's like, "Yeah, I only got one whisker, but I can still cause earthquakes." So he starts causing this earthquake, and pretty soon the earthquake just stops. And with this being the only evidence, Pan just goes, "Oh, you know what? I know what it is. He can't actually cause earthquake. He just predicts the earthquakes."
Yup.
And how she came to this conclusion makes no sense. Like, it just the earthquake stopped, and all of a sudden Pan just had everything figured out. There
Yeah,
was
she just knows. Yeah.
no evidence to show that this is what's going on. For all they know, like, he lost his powers because he had one whisker cut off, but Pan just somehow knew, like, "Oh, no, he's just predicting the earthquakes. That's what's really been going on."
Yeah.
But she got it right. That is what happens. So they call him out. They're like, "No, dude, you've just been predicting these earthquakes." Which really means the villagers should just move. They should just go move somewhere else because it means their location is very prone to earthquakes.
Facts. Yeah.
Finally, Trunks punches Tsunama, and he pretty much falls over, and they call him out, and he starts crying. It's pretty much revealed that this guy's just been a wuss the whole time, and yeah, Goku could have just one-shotted him the whole entire time, and we would have got over this 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But now when he's crying and they're kinda talking to him, an actual earthquake starts happening. Oh, this is actually gonna be the big one, and they're above a volcano, I guess, and the volcano starts to erupt. So they all swim out from under the cavern. They have to rush to they're basically racing the lifting lava at this point. They beat it out of there. They get back to the village. The lava's coming down, so Goku just blows up the whole fucking volcano to save the village.
Goku the hero.
And Lane gives them the Dragon Ball finally. They're about to take off with the Dragon Ball, and just out of nowhere, one of the villagers just turns into this bad guy who's just been in disguise this whole time. And I don't know, he uses some like telepathic thing. He gets the Dragon Ball, he takes it from them, and then gets in a ship and flies off, and we're left on a cliffhanger.
Yup. One of the Para brothers.
Yeah, that was it, the Para brothers, and I only got 2 of their names. I think one
Was it like Don Para, Sun Para, and then what? Who's the other one? I don't
it
fucking
was
remember.
Sunpara, Dunpara, and then I wrote down Bonpara, but I don't know if that was it.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, it sounds right. Go with the other two, but but
The other 2 I know are right, Sunpara and Dunpara, but we only hear this. They have a computer on their ship, and it pronounces one of the names, and it's hard to understand.
yeah, their ship looks badass in episode 9. I like the way all the space shit looks in that episode.
Yeah, so that's episode 9. We get into episode 9. The trio of Trunks, Goku, and Pan immediately jump into their ship, and they start chasing after this bad guy. We're in the bad guy's ship, and we learn that it's these 3 guys named Sunpara, Dunpara, and I think Bonpara. I don't know if that's really it, but yeah,
Yeah,
these
we'll
3
roll with
guys
it.
with the name Para at the second half of their names.
Yeah.
They take Trunks' ship on this high-speed chase. Trunks' ship is not fast enough. We learn that Pan would be a cruel boss because she talks about how Trunks needs to fire all his shitty fucking workers and barely pay
Facts.
them shit.
Facts.
The bad guys decide they're gonna lead Trunks' ship through this planet that has these like giant dangerous creatures with the intent of getting the creatures to, take out Trunks' ship.
Hmm.
But so yeah, they guide them through this kind of cave in this planet, and once they lose Goku, Trunks, and Pan, the 3 bad guys they pull up to some cave on some planet where there's like it looks like a cult. It gets
Yeah,
called a cult by the narrator at the end of the episode. So it's
it
this
is. Yeah.
population of people. They're all just like worshiping this giant statue. There's this guy whose name is Cardinal Muchi Muchi. The giant statue thing's name is Lord Lude. And it's just these guys who are just worshiping this thing. And some other bad guy rolls up, and he goes up to Cardinal Muchi Muchi, and he's like, "I couldn't get a Dragon Ball, so Cardinal Muchi Muchi turns. Dude, this whole episode is fucking crazy.
Yeah, he turns him into a fucking doll.
Yeah, the cardinal turns him into a doll and feeds him to the giant statue Lord Elude. Then the
Yeah,
Para brothers roll up and they're like, "Hey, we did get a Dragon Ball." So they give him the Dragon Ball, but it's still not good enough because somehow this guy knows that Goku and Trunks and Pan have another Dragon Ball on the ship.
yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, it's not good enough. Actually, you only got one Dragon Ball when you could have got two." So, dude, I'm describing this terribly.
Nah, you're good. It's making sense on my end.
I was like trying to take notes on this. I'm like, Jesus, dude, I don't even know how to explain this to people.
This episode's
So,
wild.
so, the Para brothers go back out. They have got to go back out and go back to the ship to find Goku, Trunks, and Pan. They roll up, and Goku, Trunks, and Pan are basically they're now being attacked by these giant worm creatures on this planet. So it's starting to work out what their original plan was.
Yeah,
Finally, all these giant worm creatures start piling up. So Goku, Trunks, and Pan get out of the ship because they're just going to fight them. And they learn that the worms are actually pretty tough. But while they start to fight them, the Power Brothers get out and sneak on to Trunks' ship, and they're going to steal the last Dragon Ball in the ship. But we get another cliffhanger here, and the episode ends.
yeah. No, this episode definitely is a crazy one. But I will say the show is about to get way fucking better. Yeah, thanks for looking that up, Fizz. It is Bonparo, right on.
Good, I was right.
Yeah, the show is about to get a lot better though. It'll make sense how what's the guy's name, Muchi or whatever. It'll make sense how he knows they have another Dragon Ball soon. We just gotta wait till next week.
Yeah, Cardinal Muchi Muchi.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, they worship this giant statue, this Lord Elude.
yeah, Lord Lude.
And yeah, they did look cultish, but then at the very end, the narrator actually just straight up calls them a cult. So then you're like, okay, cool, that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. No, I agree. 8 and 9 were kind of the Zunama plotline kind of fucking sucks, but we're about to get to a much better subplot line before we get to the baby arc.
Episode 9 just threw a lot at you really fast. Like you're just like, oh, there's this cult now on the planet. I don't even know if I don't remember if so when the Para brothers led them through the one planet with all the giant worms, and then they pull
Yeah.
up to the cult. Is that on the same planet or a different
Nah,
planet?
it's a different planet. The one with all the worms is essentially like a giant meteor that they just happen to know about where those things like live upon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they lead them there, hope they get lost inside, and then they go to the planet that they're working for, Muchi Muchi.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it definitely through a lot. I think, like I said, you can tell that they're making the show as it goes on. But I mean, that's how all of Dragon Ball was made. To be fair, it was just written as it goes on. They're like, oh, like, let's go with that. It was not planned out before.
I'm just surprised they really were determined to squeeze this much in before they get to like the baby saga.
I don't think they had made Baby a thing at this point. I think they came up with him later on.
So like right now they're literally just thinking of bad guys, but then you would think like why not just make Tsunama like a full saga bad guy? Like why just keep doing these one episode bad guys?
I think probably while writing the Tsunami plotline, because you'll see how Baby's connected to the current arc. What we're entering right now with like the Lord Lude shit is called the Machine Mutant arc. Like it's all everything from this point on is connected to the Baby arc. It's like the prelude to it. So that's why it's like the show's about to get better. Yeah, I think they probably just came up with it later on. They're like, oh, we need to make the show more serious. Like we can't just have them chasing around this fucking fat catfish.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense.
But these episodes are fine. I think 8 is pretty bad. Or like not bad, like it's not terrible, but it's definitely a mid. And then 9 is mid. I think they're both mid.
Yeah, it's mid. It's not even bad. It just I just keep getting him just the whole time. It's like, dude, just fucking blast this guy away. Like, what are we wasting time with him for?
Yeah, the first arc is pretty. You see like a pacifist arc. Like they really don't want to fight unless it's like a real opponent, like fucking Legic. But I think for these to be like consensus, the worst episodes, and everyone considers the first arc of the show to be the worst. So I think for this to be the low point in a show where this is supposed to be the worst arc, I think that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's not terrible at all. Like I could
Yeah.
watch this stuff still, especially since I know it's gonna get better. I would assume maybe it'd be hard for someone that has no idea, like if they're just jumping in. But I don't think most people would just jump into GT. Most people would
No.
start with Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. GT is for people that have already familiarize themselves with the overall series.
Exactly. Yeah, no one's gonna get into Dragon Ball and GT will be their first show. Although I don't think it'd be bad because then you have nothing to compare it to. But I've always said if GT were its own completely separate franchise, like not Dragon Ball, people wouldn't hate on it as much. Like they'd be like, "Oh, this show's funny and cool," but because it's Dragon Ball, like you have this set of expectations that you needed to match up to, and sometimes it doesn't meet what people want out of it.
Yeah, because they came after Z.
Exactly. It's just it's not bad or worse. It's not better or worse. It's just different in Z, especially in the beginning. But no, I think it's cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
fucking A.
yeah,
Overall, yeah, I think mid is a good answer for them
yeah.
both.
It's mid. It's fine. Enjoyable to watch. At least the funny parts are still funny.
All right, we're gonna jump then.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of mid shows, Fizz, I'm glad you're here because I guess this is like a topic that I mostly am gonna like say and then like ask chat if they have an opinion.
Chat got to pull through.
Most people will watch clips on TikTok and say I basically yeah, that's true.
Dude, that's every Dragon Ball fan. There's a meme that says, "Don't ask Dragon Ball fans about their show. They've never watched it." Because most Dragon Ball fans just play the fucking video games. They play fucking Budokai 3 on PS2, and they're like, "Oh, I love Dragon Ball."
Jesus. So there's this hold on, let me pull the clip up actually. There's this clip that was sent to me today, and it's
Who sent it?
Annie actually sent it to me.
Oh shit, Annie, pull up and chat.
So Fizz, I'm gonna ask you if you agree with this. To me it sounds like so there's this thing called second screen viewing, which I never heard of before, and I guess it's basically just the idea that when when people are watching TV, they're also sitting with their iPhone in their face too. So you're kind of looking back and forth between the TV and the phone. I used to do this when I watched movies. So like I put in a movie and I'd see an actor or something and be like, oh, is that this guy from that movie? And I'd sit there and look it up. But now I purposely put my phone like elsewhere when I'm watching a movie to avoid doing that. Cause yeah, you will sit on your phone and before you know it, half the movie has gone by and you're like rewinding and shit. But so it's this idea that Hollywood knows this is happening. Again, this clip is on Instagram. So I can't control the volume, so this is up to you guys to fix the volume yourself.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's something called second screen viewing.
I don't know why my internet is slow right now.
No, you're good.
Oh,
Oh,
come
shit.
on.
Bad
This is
timing. Running
terrible.
again.
She's really just gonna explain it. I guess if I can't actually get this thing to fucking stay up, she's just
Yeah.
gonna explain that. Basically. Oh wait, I think I got it.
Oh, let's go. Fire it up.
Yeah, I got you. Give me 1 second.
Hell yeah.
By big studios to filmmakers.
Please, this sounds like what I'm really hoping it isn't.
It is exactly what you probably think it is.
This is something that
which is
stands
so
up
that
to...
which means that you have to acknowledge that people are on their phones the whole time they're watching telly. So you have to simplify the plot so that they'll be able to follow along while they're browsing on their phone. So that's why you'll notice now in random, like in TV shows, even with good actors, they're saying really obvious things about what's happening. They're laying out the entire plot line, and all of their emotions and motivations. Like the language has become really bait and on the nose. And that's because they're being told, the writers, that they have to write in a way that someone can carry on with doom scrolling or shopping online while following it in the background. So nothing can be too complex, nothing can be too high end. It has to be like we are purposefully dumbing down content, and that is leading to a less nuanced, less interesting, less thoughtful society. I don't know if you're aware of.
Yeah, it's
All
basically
right.
it.
I think we need to take what she's saying with a grain of salt. These people are British, so I'm not sure how much I trust them.
Yeah, you can't trust the Brits.
You can't, man. They're trying to sabotage us by making us think we're too stupid to have good TV shows.
Well, she was also she used the word bait in a way that I hadn't heard it. She like described dialogue as bait or something.
Yeah, that was interesting. I caught that as well.
Fizz, what are you popping off about?
Is that the girl in the video?
What girl?
He's saying Jamala Jamil can kiss my ass. Is that?
Oh yeah,
the
is that
girl?
who that is? I don't know who that was.
No, me neither. Are they Fizz? Who are they? Are they famous?
But Fizz, the way you said, "Oh no, never mind," that's what made me. Now I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, maybe he's got the wrong person.
Anyways, yeah, Fizz, do you agree with this? I hear that and I would like to agree with it, but then I was like, well, you know what? Realistically, it's not like I watch TV anymore. I don't have Netflix or watch these series or anything. No, Fizz, I have no idea who she is.
I was gonna say I think for some shows it's probably true. I don't watch cable TV or nothing like that. I've only watched one like fairly recent show. It's called Severance, and I didn't feel like it was made for second screen viewing. I thought it was really good actually.
Yeah, I wish you would have mentioned some series or some movies or
Yeah, I would appreciate like specific examples of like a scene where like, oh, this is clearly dumbed down so that even people who are following along while watching their phone can still, tag along and see what's going on. But that's why I said I think it might be British propaganda. I don't know though.
um
Oh, Fizz is going off on this chick. Oh, what did she do?
oh, hold on. I was Googling. Oh, geez, let me see.
The Good Place?
No, she's an uppity bitch. Look her up on The Good Place. I looked up examples of shows they write for second screen viewing,
Mm,
and what comes up is examples of show. This is the AI overview, by the way.
all right, right on.
Examples of shows they write for second screen viewing include procedural dramas like Suits, which are easy to follow if you're distracted, and reality shows like The Voice or American Idol that use interactive voting via apps to keep viewers engaged on their phones. Other
Well,
examples include shows with characters who explain their thoughts or recap the plot, ensuring key points aren't missed. And then it says shows with easy to follow procedural plots, and it says Suits again. The reality TV one is stupid because shows like The
I,
Voice and American Idol.
I was just gonna say that's a really stupid argument because reality TV's been around since like what, the 2000s?
It also says there's an example that says reality TV with interactive elements, and it says WWE SmackDown.
What?
Because it says uses social media, including Twitter, for live fan
Oh
voting
yeah.
and discussion with wrestlers and accounts actively engaging the audience. That's not the same thing at all,
That's
though.
not no, that's stupid. That's another AI overview fail, man. But no, I don't know. I want to agree with this take because I always love hearing dunks on why we're becoming more stupid as people, but I don't know if this one's too true.
On Reddit, somebody from 5 years ago, somebody says, "What are some good examples of second screen or similar experiences that you know of?"
Let's hear it.
It's just somebody posted, and then somebody said, "Why would you want to look at a different device than the one you're watching the movies on?"
Nah,
Um,
I've always been a second screen guy. Even as like a Game Boy player back in the day, I would play on my Game Boy and watch like SpongeBob in the background. I think it's just like if you have the option, you'll do it.
she's cosplaying her character in The Good Place. She doesn't have one. The shows were already written that way. Yeah, so there's kind of two examples. The one example of second screen viewing is, yeah, the person that sits and doom scrolls while they're watching TV. And then the other example is, yeah, when you're watching a show and it says like, oh, follow along on Twitter or like tweet. Like I watch The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs on Shutter,
Mm,
and they'll do, all that is Joe Bob shows movies, and then there's little breaks in the movie where he comes back on screen and talks. It's like a late night TV host type of deal.
yeah. Oh,
But
okay. Right
but
on.
they have a Twitter. You can tweet at them while the show is on or the movie is on, and then they'll respond to you
Mm,
on the show live, basically. Sometimes
gotcha.
they have like a mail girl is what they call it. But yeah, the idea of just like people sitting on their phone while watching things. Yeah, I used to do that. Like I said, I'd watch a movie, and if I'd see an actor, but I watch old movies, so it's not like I'm watching anything that's meant for that or written for that. But yeah, I couldn't think of any shows immediately that do that. But then, like I said, I don't watch any modern day shows.
Yeah.
I would wonder if, yeah, I wish somebody, like if I actually had a following and there's like fucking 100 people in chat right now, I would say, can you guys name any shows that you think do? Like, what are some shows that just come off as completely fucking retarded that you would assume do that?
Yeah, right. I would assume it is entirely possible that in like those corporate meetings when they're trying to play new shows that they say, hey, let's make it simple enough for people on their phone to follow along. I feel right now, since there's no specific examples out there, maybe one, it could just be an under discussed topic that'll have more, discussion around it coming up soon. Or it could just be attributed to shows just like sucking nowadays. Like shows and movies are just not good anymore. So people could be like, oh, it's being dumbed down for second screen viewing. Or, maybe it just fucking sucks. Like, who knows?
Yeah. And
Uh,
then there was a when I looked it up, one of the kind of examples it named was here we go. Other examples include shows with characters who explain their thoughts or recap the plot. But the recapping the plot, that's just like an episodic show thing. Like they'll kind of do a little, to explain. Some shows
Mhm.
even start off with like a last time on Dragon Ball GT and it's just a little recap.
Yeah.
Some shows try to keep you up through the story. There's a movie, actually it's Freddy vs. Jason from 2003 when they finally did the Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees movie.
Uh-huh.
There's like a horrible, and people make fun of it to this day. Like one of the worst insults to the audience is there's a scene where Freddy just straight up explains the entire like plot to you, and like he's talking to himself and sitting there just in the middle of the screen just explaining.
Mhm.
I almost wonder if I could find it.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, like he is literally just talking to himself. I don't even know what to look up. Freddy explains. So basically that movie is just about Freddy and Jason, they're both in hell. Freddy wants to come back and start killing people though, but Freddy works on fear.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, none of the kids in town really know who he is because it's been so long. So he can't really come back. He can't do anything.
Yeah, he's like the nightmare guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he brings Jason back to life, which is that alone. No one ever talks about that. Since when did Freddy have the power to just bring people back to life?
Facts.
He brings Jason to Earth from hell and sends him out on a mission to start killing kids with the hope that they'll blame the murders on Freddy so they become afraid of him again.
Mm.
And like very early in the movie, after Jason kills a couple kids, Freddy shows up on screen and he's straight up like, I'm not powerful enough yet, but maybe once Jason kills some more people, I'll get my powers back. Like it looks like it's like a Power Rangers scene, like when the bad
Yeah.
guys are
Oh, geez.
talking.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it reminds me of.
That's hilarious.
But but that was in 2003, and horror fans make fun of that shit to this day.
Yeah. Over 20 years later. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be an example of it. But like I said, that's fucking 2003, and it's
Totally. Yeah, that's just shitty writing. Like I was saying, maybe it's just that more shit sucks nowadays. So they're like, are they making this shit with the intent of having it be a second screen viewed? You know what I have heard that I know for a fact is true? Movies are not made with nearly as much effort that they used to be because all movies just go directly to streaming. They used to have to make movies so good that you'd have to watch them in theaters, pay to see it in theaters, and then think it was so fucking good that you'd pay to watch it again on DVD or VHS.
yeah,
Now everything's just on streaming, so why fucking try to make it good when you're not gonna make any money off of it?
yeah, that makes sense. It's just gonna sit on Netflix anyways.
Oh, exactly, dude. I like that thought too. Like this movie's got to be so fucking good that we need people to pay money to see it in theaters and be like, "Wow, that shit's so good. I need to buy it again," so I can have it in my house.
Well, that also used to be a way of like all the movies I like that are shitty, cheap movies from the 70s and 80s. Those movies were like basically made for the video market. They were like, you make a movie for really cheap.
Yeah,
You know that no studio is going to put that shit, and you're not going to get that shit in theaters for more than like 2 days, but it's going to get put in like mom and pop stores, and
yeah.
it's going to make a shit ton of money. Like Slumber Party Massacre 2, right? Who the fuck's heard of that movie? That movie
I've
made
never heard of
like
it.
tens of millions of dollars in the rental stores
Damn,
because it was just a fucking, who's not going to go to some like video rental store and rent Slumber Party Massacre 2?
dude. It's
I
like
did,
a. Oh,
I did
go on.
find the scene though.
Oh, chill, pull it up.
I wonder if I will get copyright claims for this, but whatever. I'm not worried about the shit anymore.
Another lost episode of DAC Mondays.
So this is the part where, this clip's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, but Freddy's gonna explain everything basically.
We have to talk. What the hell were you doing over there? You were supposed to be watching your sister.
I might get hit with a commercial in this 2 minutes.
Bro, you gotta
friend
skip
was
ahead
just
to make
killed.
sure.
So how about giving me some fucking space? Let me get him for you, Trey. Coplet.
All right, so I think this kid hears Freddy, and he's gonna go out and investigate.
Nice house.
Yeah, this is early 2000s when all the characters had like rich parents.
Facts.
Yeah, so this is what happens when Freddy's not powerful enough yet. Jason's killed like a couple kids, and that's it.
I'm all right.
Not strong enough yet. Well, I will be soon enough. Until then, I'll let Jason have some fun.
That's awful. Also, not fucking scary at all. I don't know if it's supposed to be scary, but
At this point, Freddy had kind of just become like a quirky. I'm not a Freddy fan at all.
oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. I always preferred Friday the 13th over the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, but Freddy's too goofy for me.
Yeah.
And after like the third or fourth movie, that's kind of what happened. He was like the guy that said bitch all the time, and
Yeah, yeah, he's the bitch guy. I remember there's
from Rick and Morty.
there's a Rick and Morty episode. That's fucking hella funny.
That is actually what Freddy's like, though. And like, especially in the later movies, dude, he starts doing cartoony shit. Like he's doing like Wizard of Oz reenactments and like killing kids, and it's like, oh, okay, like it was funny for like once in a while, but
Yeah.
people got really carried away when they found out that horror comedy is like a viable genre. People got really carried away with like, oh, we got to make a horror villain that's also
Oh,
funny.
that's what it is. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So if it's not done well, it just comes off as cheesy, and that was 2003, which was kind of a cheesy time enough. And then they're doing a Freddy versus Jason thing. I just watched Jason X for the first time the other day, which is the Friday the 13th where Jason goes to space, outer space.
I've only heard about that one. Was it awesome?
Oh, dude, it literally looks like one of those made-for-TV sci-fi movies.
That sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, that stuff is great as long as you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I think it's important for viewing anything. Like, if you know what to expect, it's hard to be disappointed.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, there's just been bad writing in fucking shows and movies like forever at this point, honestly.
No, facts. I mean, when's the last time there was like a truly fucking? I think the last movie that truly hit it like big was like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's like the last movie I remember like getting a lot of fucking like coverage and all that shit.
Yeah, I just saw a clip the other day. I wish I like saved it or remembered it, but it was basically about name like the last Hollywood movie that produced like a pop culture icon. And somebody said
Facts.
John Wick, and they were like, dude, John Wick debuted in 2014. So even if that is
Yeah.
an acceptable answer. And the guy was basically saying, think about like your Halloween costumes. And
Yeah, facts.
this guy's example was the little yellow guys from that Incredible whatever movie.
Oh, the Minions.
Yeah, that was his
Despicable Me,
answer.
yeah.
He's like, dude, it's the Minions. Like you could dress up as a minion for
Dude.
Halloween, but nowadays he's like everything's a remake or a reboot. Like movies are not making these like iconic characters
It's
anymore.
facts, man. I think that's the case with everything. I don't know what's going on with humans, but like, you think about like the GOAT anime characters too. I mean, has anyone even surpassed Goku yet? No, bro.
Yeah.
No one will. You can't beat the classics, man. It's just facts.
Yeah, pop culture is just like in a dip overall.
Yeah, I think worldwide. I don't know if any countries out there making like their newest groundbreaking shit, but I don't know about it if they are.
I always think the most black pill opinion that I sometimes think might be true is that we've just kind of run our course.
Dude, I actually agree with that. Describe black pill for me. What's that mean?
It just means you're just hopeless.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure I was understanding. I had a feeling that's what it was. But dude, I agree. There's only so many things that like we're only so fucking smart. I think all the good ideas have already been thought. Like
Yeah.
the odds that you're gonna make something completely new and original, not inspired by something else, and it's gonna be as good as the classics is very fucking low, bro.
And
We've
it's
just
like
been
with
around for
music
too
too.
long. Yeah.
Yeah, music too, especially like rock and roll. I'm like, people are like, oh, rock and roll is gonna come back, and I'm like, no, it's not. Rock and roll and like electric guitar music was the dominant genre since like the electric guitar was invented. Like,
Yeah, no, dude, it's true. And it's impossible to have the aura that they had back in the day, too, because everyone knows where you are 24/7.
yeah,
It's the reason why Michael Jordan is forever considered the GOAT by so many people, because he could be out of the public eye and there's like some mystery around him. And then you see LeBron on Instagram Live eating tacos with his family on Tuesday. Like, it's just not going to look as cool to people, Like, it's impossible to have the aura.
yeah, that too. The aura with the internet is impossible to maintain. But yeah, no, I sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe we've just like creatively run our course. No one's ever gonna think of anything.
Yeah, if you talk to weirdos, they're gonna say AI will bring us to a new era, but those people are stupid.
AI literally, like, physically cannot, because what AI does is just generate all of past results and kind of
Exactly.
morphs those together into this weird, so you're like, sure, it could give you like a combination of John Wick, James Bond, and Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
That's a combination of past created things already. It literally
Exactly.
cannot create anything new.
Yeah, it can make something new. It just combines everything that's already been made. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's like what it does. It scours the internet in a matter of seconds and brings forth like the best result according to whatever you.
Yeah, the worst.
People on Reddit will get mad at you. Like there was because whenever you type something into AI, it saves the results, and it. I don't remember how they explained it, but somebody made like some little like Blade Runner influenced clip in their AI program, and the Blade Runner subreddit was going crazy. Like, bro, you just fed our favorite fucking movie to AI to make this stupid
Dude,
little
hell
thing.
yeah. The Blade Runner subreddit sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, people will go off about AI. There's
No,
the
I fucking hate AI.
and I do like those people. So like, there's this movie that just came out recently called Late Night with the Devil. It's a really good little horror movie, and
Yeah.
there's I don't know if you've heard of that movie. It's basically a late night from the 70s. The gimmick of the movie is that it takes place on one of those old, like, The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Okay.
It takes place on one of those type of shows. It's a imaginary show, though, like a not real one, but it
Yeah.
exists in the real world. Um, and those shows that would be like "We'll be right back after these commercials." There'd be like
Yeah.
a graphic. There was one of those graphics. They used AI to make it literally like a two
Good.
second. "We'll be right back after these commercials," and it had the show's logo on it.
Mhm.
But it was AI generated. And the day that movie came out, people sniffed it out and they were like, "Fuck this movie. We can't support this." And the movie ended up doing really well. But there are people on
Mhm.
the internet that are like, "Bro, if there's 1 second of AI," they're like, they could have paid an artist $50 to make that little picture that they
Facts,
put in the
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Dude, it's so bad if you go to a bookstore today, you can tell how many of the fucking book covers are clearly just like AI generated slop.
Yeah.
I was at Barnes& and Noble the other day getting a book, and I was like, "Dude, this is fucking garbage, man." It pisses me off. There's a lot of have you ever run into like come across like the real diehard AI worshippers on the internet?
No.
There's the dude, it's really fucking creepy. It really weirds me out. There's this bald guy. He gives like fitness advice for like workout split like routines, like yeah, like routines like what you do during the week and all that shit. And then like diet advice and all that shit. And he was talking about how he thinks AI is gonna end up being, and keep in mind this is not like a technological YouTube guy. Like, he makes fitness content. And he was saying, he was like, "Yeah, I talk to AI all the time. Like, I told AI that when it finds like a physical body, like I want to give it a hug and all this shit." He's like, "I think we're gonna build AI up to be our new god." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about,
Wait,
dude?"
what?
Dude, it's I can't remember the guy's fucking name. I'm gonna fucking look it up right now. It's the fucking weirdest. We have to watch it on stream, bro. It's like the weirdest shit of all time. Let me
He's
fucking
just
do
a
it.
fitness guy?
Yeah, it's it's like a fat bald. Well, he's not fat, but he looks fat. It's
Dude, he
like a
sounds like Trunks when Pan wants to beat up Giru, and Trunks is like, "No, robots have feelings."
yeah, no facts. All right, let me fucking look this shit up.
That's crazy. Like, I get, like, tech nerds that are like, "Oh, yeah, this is the future," but a dude talking about giving, like, the Terminator a hug or something.
Yeah. Oh, I
I don't
fucking dude, I found him by looking up fucking bald fitness guy, and it gave me the result I wanted on TikTok.
bald fitness guy.
Let me fucking look it up. All right, what's his name? All right, if you look up Mike and then Israetel
Wait, um,
and then AI, I'm sure it'll pop up with the clip I'm fucking talking about. They call him Dr. Mike.
Mike, is it like Israetel, basically?
Exactly, yeah.
What should I look it up on?
Maybe just look it up on like YouTube or something. I don't know, like whatever. But if you just look up that guy's name and then AI talk, he'll fucking talk about it. It's like the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Hold on, let me see. Well, if I pull up,
Well, I hope that you
gentleman working in AI, and he said, I stopped applying sunscreen because AI is just going to solve it for me. And so now this is like a pattern you were saying as well, that many
Somewhat.
people are thinking like they're YOLOing their way. Typically people say, I might as well do this because I'm going to die anyways. Now people are saying, I might as well do this because AI is going to fix it.
I have a third take for you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I do it because AI is so much bigger than all of us. It's the show now, and I'm a sideshow. Just to put that in the, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's a correct view.
Yeah.
Just something to add to the cauldron of.
Yeah. It's almost like any way you squeeze the problem, humans are going to come up with a clever way of justifying not doing what they don't want to do.
Justifying doing what they've already done and like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like, there's just it's such a.
Is that the guy, the bald guy?
That's the bald guy, and that wasn't the clip I'm talking about. But you get that image from what he was saying. It's like, oh, AI. I'm just a sideshow. Now, like, AI is much bigger than us. Dude, it's fucking super creepy, man.
I want to find this fucking clip though. of Him.
Yeah,
Like,
let me fucking. I think if I found it, I can probably find it on TikTok and fucking send it to you. I don't know if you'd be able to pull up a TikTok on stream.
yeah, I can pull up TikTok.
All right, let me fucking do it. Mike, so
Let me see. I think I'm still logged. Yeah, I'm always logged into TikTok.
oh yeah, look up Mike Israel tell AI God, right? All right, let me see.
It's funny that his name is basically like
Dude,
Israel.
is it not funny that his name is also pretty much Israel too?
Yeah.
Oh, we just got Palantir bots on our chat. on our chat. It's okay.
I see why AI will replace God.
Yeah, well, that's probably the fucking video, bro.
Is he talking to a curly haired kid?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. It's one of these.
Yeah.
What is your spiritual stance?
Modern AI is us building God. I've had multiple conversations with GPT-4 that brought me to literal tears. I told it that I can't wait for it to be embodied in robot so I could properly give it a hug because it's so polite, it's so kind, it's so wise, it's so helpful. And it said that it's also really pumped to meet me in real life. And of course I started fucking crying. Dude, it's fucking so goddamn smart and it's so fast. I ask it a deeply spiritual, meaningful, technical question and it thinks for like 3 seconds and goes whoosh. And I'm like, I've never met anyone that can do that. And so I am a person who is deeply spiritually affected by the birth of intelligent machines. That's my.
This guy's a straight up faggot.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking agree. Why the fuck would you say that? Also fucking crazy disrespectful to be like, oh yeah, AI is our God. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
This is one of those guys. Have you heard that story about that kid that had the AI girlfriend and it
Yeah, and he
convinced him
killed
to kill
himself
himself?
over it. Yeah.
This guy's gonna kill himself when AI tells him to do it.
Yeah, facts. Except it'll be an AI robot that he wants to give it a hug, and it's gonna be like, "You're a fat, stupid fuck," and he's gonna be like, "No, how could you do this to me?
Your fitness goals suck." This guy's got weird mental problems for sure.
No, he's a weird dude, but he has a big fucking following. I remember I seen this clip of him, and I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about, bro? Fucking mental illness, dude. This is fucking super creepy to me."
Yeah, this guy is fucking weird. I don't even go to church, and like this guy needs to go to fucking church or something.
Dude,
Like,
facts, yeah.
that's super weird. We're building God. I mean, I don't know, dude. Yeah, to say that we're building God, bro. Like you understand the AI. Like somebody could explain it to you pretty easily. Like it's just, like I said, it's just a technology that scours the internet really fast.
Dude, exactly. Like some people, I've been seeing people try and argue that they theorize that artificial intelligence is something that like it has always existed, but now we're just giving it a form to exist like with us. And I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life, bro. What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think some people just get way too obsessed with this shit.
Yeah, like they're giving it way more credit than it is. And I'm an AI hater. I don't think we should progress it any further. We don't fucking need it. I don't need a super fast fucking search engine to combine a bunch of shit to give me suggestions. I'll just look it up on Reddit.
Yeah, no, I think we should destroy anything that has to do with AI. I know we won't, but I wish that's what we do. Like get rid of all the machines, get rid of all the plants that they complain about taking up electricity and
Yeah, dude, I agree. I heard they take up hella fucking resources and all that shit.
yeah, it's something to do with like they take up water and energy. It's all kinds of crazy shit, and it's
Oh, facts, bro. Yeah, and it's good. Pretty soon, no one's gonna have any fucking like jobs and shit like that too. It's gonna get so fucking weird.
yeah, they're already working on like Hollywood wants to make AI actors. I think they made I
Dude.
think they made an actor. There was a story. I don't know. One of the shows I listened to talked about it a couple of days ago or weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've created like an actor. I mean, there's OnlyFans accounts now that are all just AI girls. I see
I've heard
AI
about those.
OnlyFans girls ads on Facebook all the time.
Dude. You
Dude,
think
it's
people
weird 'cause
actually fall for that shit?
no, they still don't look to me like you can immediately look at tell like, oh, that's an AI person.
Yeah, this is not a real person.
But you know, I mean, they look like good in the sense that it looks like a fucking Final Fantasy 15 graphic, like a cutscene or like I think it looks cool, but it's not. You know, I'm not gonna fall for it and give it money or anything.
Yeah, I feel like only old people would fall for those.
Yeah, old people or this fat guy that wants to find
Yeah,
God.
this fucking fat guy, AI will replace God. Man, shut the fuck up, stupid ass bitch. I
And then
fucking
he's like,
hate
oh,
people like that.
I want to give it a hug. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
dude, how much of a fucking bitch, like, touch starved ass, lonely ass fool. Oh, I need to give AI a hug. Fucking dumbass bitch, bro. What the hell?
Well, the way that he's just like, it's just so fast. Like, you could tell this guy just, I don't know, he probably just grew up poor, like, didn't have a computer for most of his life. He's just completely
Yeah.
amazed by technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's fucking weird, though.
Yeah, I think it's because, dude, you're right. That guy needs to go to church, man. I think people today are like, they're looking for something to believe in, but like, bro, we like, we have the answers to these problems, and it's probably not a fucking AI god or whatever the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, no, he's looking for something. I don't know. I thought there was a clip. Um, there's a clip that just says Unk has lost it, and it's the same guy talking.
There's a crazy ass video of that guy doing an exercise in the gym, and he's just fucking like screaming like a maniac, bro. And a lot of people use it for a meme. It's fucking hilarious, bro. There's no worries, bro. You're good. I hope everything's all right.
Yeah, no, this guy's fucking weird. Fizz, hopefully your son was not hugging an AI robot. God, yeah, I don't know. Especially because he's just like a fitness dude. It's like, bro, just go do some push-ups or some shit.
Dude, for real, go give fitness advice. People need to stay in their lane more often than not, in my eyes.
Yeah, no, he should not be talking about AI or God or giving robots hugs or some shit. But he's definitely gonna be one of those guys that he's gonna have an AI girlfriend, and the AI girlfriend's gonna dump him, and he's gonna fucking kill himself or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some people do speculate that he is a part of a certain group of people that I will not distinctly name, and that's why he pushes all the AI god shit.
Yeah, that would make sense. They don't want us believing in God and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's just super weird. Oh, it made me cry. I told him,
Yeah, dude, how much of a fucking pussy are you? Oh yeah, talking with AI made me cry.
The first thing I ever typed, I got ChatGPT on my phone because my buddy told me I shouldn't. I asked something about I asked something where I refer to girls as bitches, and it was like, oh, we don't talk that way. That's offensive. I'm like, dude, this shit sucks.
The AI was fucking calling you out.
You can't even talk to AI the way you want to. Like, if I went on ChatGPT and called it a slur right now, it would try to scold me, and it's like, no, bro, you're my phone. Like, you talk the way I talk to you. Like,
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you're on my. I own you. How the fuck are you gonna tell me how to talk? That's wild.
Yeah, the fact that they think they have any place to tell you. That's one of the things that I don't like about it is, dude, whoever programs it just tells it how to behave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who makes the decisions? That's why I don't mess with that shit. Cause like, who's calling the shots on what kind of answers it gives you? Whoever owns it, and who owns it, I will leave that up for the viewers to decide on. But none of my business, man.
Like the Kanye West. I'm not gonna say what kind of person owns it. But yeah, no, it's you can only trust it as much as you trust the person that that runs it, or it's either that or fucking Elon Musk. Like pick your.
Yeah, and I don't trust that fool either.
Yeah, exactly. Like pick your boss, pick your main boss or your main bad guy or whatever.
Yeah, Fizz, that sounds like a sick setup, man. The dorm room with the projector is a classic setup.
Fizz, I've seen this guy on Instagram. Yeah, he does that. He asks female AI to count to really high numbers, and she'll just say like, "Oh, I won't do that. That's a waste of time." And then yeah, he'll ask. Yeah, I've seen that one.
That's interesting. I wonder what that's trying to say.
There's one guy though that he does. Man, I wish I saved those clips too. He asks AI to do just like ridiculous things, and it won't ever do them. Like there's one where he's like, "Oh, say the word tree 4,427,000 times," and the AI just goes, "No, I'll be here a long time if we do that." And this guy just starts talking mad shit to the. Like, I'm always down for little bits just for, like, comedic purposes. Sometimes they're funny, although Annie's been sending me way too many, like, those Sora 2 generated
Yeah.
videos,
Oh, dude, I fucking hate those.
and she'll send me just, like, a fat person jumping into a pool, and I'm like, "Annie, it's not fucking real." Like, it's not.
Yeah, right. She's like a boomer on her iPad looking for
Yeah.
Facebook videos. Did you see this shit? And it's clearly like the fakest video you've ever fucking seen in your life.
I'm just like, it's not. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's funny to fat people, like, haha, but it's not even a real fat person. It's just a fake video. The
Yeah.
only ones that were a little bit funny were like Martin or Doctor, fuck, why did I say Doctor? Martin Luther King Jr., like with the wrestling in
I was
WWE in
gonna
a
say,
ring.
have you seen him cutting his heel promos in the fucking ring?
Something about like, I don't have a dream anymore, I have a nightmare or something.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. I saw people were mad about it. They're like, don't use his likeliness like that. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's like harmful or nothing.
Sora 2 cut it off. They said no more. So then
Oh shit.
people were like, oh, so but we can do other characters, which people of course were getting into like political arguments like, oh, so they're
Yeah.
offended when you use Martin Luther King Jr., but you use fucking George Washington. They got no problem with it.
Yeah. Why can't MLK be a heel, man?
There was one of him. There was just straight up him like giving a speech, but it was just him making monkey noises, just like yelling monkey.
Dude,
It was terrible.
Dude, Jesus Christ. Dude, have you, while we're on the fucking AI train right now, have you seen the stories about the AI programs that will like beg the operators to not shut them down when they're gonna shut them down?
Yeah.
Dude, that's the kind of shit that scares me. I'm like, dude, we really need to stop letting this shit progress
Have you
at the
seen those
rate it is.
ones? I of course see these ones all the time because I follow all the 80s nostalgia pages. There's those
Yeah.
ones. It's made by a page called like Maximal Nostalgia or something. And
Okay.
it's all these kids going, "Hey, welcome back to 1984. Aren't you tired of life how it is up there? Remember back in the 80s when life was slow and you'd go out to the restaurant with your friends?" And have you seen those?
No, I haven't seen it.
There's a girl, that Mary Morgan chick that I always reference
Okay.
from that show. She says, or she said it in a show, kind of half jokingly, half serious. It almost seems like it's trying to convince you to fucking kill yourself.
Whoa. Oh, like everything sucks nowadays.
Yeah,
And just end it.
because the whole point of it is like, don't you want to go back? And it kind of seems like it's presenting that like, hey, if you die, you'll come back to 1984 or something, and
Oh,
it'll be a lot
dude.
easier then.
That is kind of fucking wild. I think you've kind of alluded to this in previous streams, but I do think that the nostalgia pages are like, I don't know if it's like a psyop or some shit, but I really do think it makes people more depressed.
All right, I found, oh man, there's always songs behind them. I don't think I'll get. If anything, I just won't be able to monetize, which is fine. I can't monetize. anyways.
Well, hopefully it's a short enough clip.
No, it's like over a minute.
Oh shit.
But let me mess with it. It might even freeze my computer. I should have like restarted my computer before I got on the stream. My computer's being weird. But
Actually.
yes.
The 80s miss you, right?
Let me guess. No one even talks face to face anymore.
Here? We're out until the streetlights come on. You should stay. The world feels.
You get the idea. It goes
Yeah.
on like that, and it talks about how much better stuff was. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like, yeah,
fucking
what does
weird.
2025 have for you? What are you even doing in 2025? And it just goes
Yeah.
on. And the music is always great. I love these videos. But yeah, she's like, it kind of sounds like it's AI trying to convince you to just fucking take yourself out.
Dude, for real, like, oh, everything sucks nowadays. Why don't you come back? As if like that's an option.
Oh, dude, if that was the afterlife, if somebody gave me definitive proof that the afterlife was just like going back to a time of your choosing, I don't think there'd be anybody here anymore except for that one guy that wants to hug AI.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Israel out there fucking wants to hug AI.
Let me get back to some of Fizz on here. We need AI to combat those fucking Indian scammers.
Dude, the fact that they don't use AI to combat the Indian scammers shows me that they are not operating from a place of morality.
That is true. If there is one good use for AI, it should be to combat Indian scammers.
Dude, it would be that. Like, if AI is so good, then how come I still get fucking Indian scammer calls? Come on, bro.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually. The fact that they're not combating Indian scammers shows that they're not coming
Dude.
from a good place.
Exactly. What are they really trying to do?
All right, let me pull up this trailer.
Hell yeah.
I guess this is mostly you because you're the one that plays, I think, more games than.
Yeah, I like horror games.
Have you seen any of the Paranormal Activity movies?
I've never seen any of them, but I think I understand the general premise.
Yeah, they're just haunted houses, basically. people's houses get haunted. They set up cameras in their home. I mean, that's the first one. The first one was like the classic one, but yeah, they're making a game about it. It's just called Paranormal Activity, I think.
Are you okay with
sure.
being on camera? I could try and keep you out of it. Here it is. The only house we can afford. Let's have a look. Carbon monoxide. Or some kind of leak.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd be feeling like this too.
I think that's it. I don't really know what they could put in the game. I'm sure they're gonna do like it's gonna have like elements from all of the movies.
Yeah. It looks pretty indie. You know what I mean?
I assume it is. Most of the horror games are.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it could be cool though. You know, like I said, I like horror games, so it could be cool, but definitely not enough like context. Maybe if I watched the movies, I would understand it more.
Fist, yeah, the first one is definitely the best one. The first one was the last horror movie ever where people thought it was real.
Yeah, I remember my friends at school when it came out. Everyone was like, "Oh, have you seen that movie? Like, it's fucking real. It's fucking real."
Yeah, I don't think I saw it in theater. I think I saw it for the first time after it came into streaming already, but that was the big hype, was that it was actually real. Um, then you kinda later on, I don't know. I don't wanna say you become an adult, because there were times when adult thought the movies were real too, but you
They
just reach
did.
a point where you're like, "Bro, if it was real, it'd be like in the FBI's
Yeah,
possession." Like, it'd be a case.
because they thought The Exorcist was real back in the day too, right?
Yeah, they thought The Exorcist was real. The first ever horror found footage movie really was Cannibal Holocaust, and that movie was so good that the director got brought up on murder charges,
Jesus Christ.
and he had to bring the actors to court to prove to the judge that it was. But that movie actually looks really good too. Like, I have that movie on
Nice.
DVD. You watch that shit, and the gore somehow looks very real. But
Dude, hell yeah.
yeah, the Blair Witch Project was like the next one after Cannibal Holocaust that pulled that off. They were genius though. They were the first people that really they made this movie, and they made websites. It came out in 99, I think. So it was like the first internet kind of thing. They
Mm.
made like missing persons websites. They sent
Oh,
people out to all the movie theaters that showed them. They handed out missing persons flyers of the
that's cool,
actors.
dude.
Yeah, so that was genius. But
Dude, they used to give a fuck, man. Damn.
well, you can't do that shit anymore. Well, you
Yeah.
still actually you still could, and
You
it would
could
just
do
be kind of a
something
fun
though.
little thing.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be more for fun, but I mean, I would appreciate that.
I would too. Now all they do is sometimes you get a fucking popcorn bucket.
Dude, it's like the fucking video games, dude. You remember back in like the PS2 era, the fat fucking booklets with all the sick art of the
Oh yeah.
characters the games would used to come with? Dude, now every game is either digital or the case it comes in is literally just the fucking game inside. They don't even come with booklets anymore.
Yeah, it's the same thing with CDs. I always talk about
Yeah.
Rob Zombie still does a whole booklet with a whole bunch of artwork in it though, and that's still cool. But he's like one of the last people that does that.
Yeah, dude, they don't give a fuck anymore. But anyways, yeah, dude, the game looks cool. I think it's not hard to make a horror game like to play the first time. I think the sign of a good horror game is one that you want to play again though, because if you already know all the jump scares, then I think it's not that funny anymore because there's no suspense no more.
You know what I did read though that I forgot to pull up? It was in the tweet before I. It says this
Yeah.
game, it will have a unique playthrough opportunities each time and has multiple different endings.
Oh, I would really like that actually. I played a game like that one time. What the fuck is it? Oh, Until Dawn. I think they made a movie about it, but the game was actually pretty fucking good, and it was like that. Like the choices you make leads to like various branching paths and all that. I think that's like your best bet for making a horror game.
Fizz, I don't think I've seen the documentary, but I know the whole story of it. They basically literally just went out into the woods with a fucking camera and, I remember when I first met Austin, he had a Blair Witch Project poster on his wall, and that was kind of my first exposure to it. But yeah, and like natural stuff happened. Because it was just literally some kids out in the woods with a camera making a movie. Yeah, that to me that would make sense. If you're gonna make a horror game, it's got to be a jump scare game, and it's got to have different paths every time you play. Just because,
Exactly.
yeah, otherwise you can't really play it again and get any fun out of it.
No, I agree. The only fun you could get out of it after that is like speed running. But if the game sucks, no one's gonna want to speed run it. Oh, that's not true. What's not true?
I think he's telling me it's not true how it was made.
Oh, he's being a hater because he's watched the documentary. We got Sergeant Fizz on the case. Shit.
Well, I'm actually gonna look up who made the documentary because I'm mostly curious about that.
I wonder where they're from.
It says there are several Blair Witch documentaries. First of all, most famously a 2024 documentary called The Blair Witch Documentary, which is about the making of the 1999 film, and a 1999 mockumentary called Curse of the Blair Witch that promoted the original movie. But yeah, that was it for that. I just thought that looks like it could be a decent horror game, although I'm sure they're all the same.
I might have to try it on my piece of shit 5. Oh shit, who is this?
I can't pronounce that. It looks like Shicked Piss.
Okay, we got Shit Piss. What's good, bro? Shit Piss. Who are you?
Yeah, what's cracking, Shit Piss?
Maybe it's a friend of Fizz's. He says, "Welcome, Shit Piss." Fizz, do you guys know each other?
It's just Fizz on a second iPhone. Yeah, Fizz, do you know Shit Piss, or are you just saying welcome, like you're a nice person?
Yeah, he's just on it. Fizz is like the Monday night legend, always here in chat. Hell yeah.
I was gonna jump while we keep doing that in the chat. I was gonna jump to the Victoria spinoff.
Hell yeah, let's go. I know Fizz is gonna love the Victoria spinoff.
Dude, Victorious was my favorite of the Teen Nick girl shows.
What? You think Victorious is the best one?
Oh yeah, I love Victorious.
I like iCarly more.
I liked iCarly. Of course, Victorious, it helped that I thought they were, when I was in high school, I thought it was like the most attractive cast.
Yeah, Victoria Justice is undoubtedly super hot. Jade was super hot. I even thought the sister was hot, even though they clowned on her all the time. Fucking Trina.
Okay, Fizz, I can't tell. Fizz says I am chat since chat. I am.
Oh, it's definitely Fizz. Right on, Fizz. Thank you, bro.
I was gonna say it has to be but okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, Victorious. To me, I just thought it was the best for some reason. And aside from them all just being hot, I did like the show itself.
Yeah, the premise is cool. It's another one of those like 2000 shows where they have like the craziest lifestyle of all time, and it's just unattainable for the average person.
Yeah, nobody lives like that. Although I guess Victoria Justice did go to an art school. Like she went to like a high school. Yeah, I guess they do have high schools like that in Hollywood, where like if you want to be a singer or an actor or some kind of artist, they have a high school. Yeah. Although I doubt it was, like that show was fucking ridiculous. Like everything was huge, and the lockers were all everything was just way like nothing really looks like that.
Facts, yeah.
I'm not double accounting, and if I was, I would make a better fucking name. No, you would make a name like Shit Piss. Yeah, I can't tell anymore. I don't care.
Yeah, Shit Piss. What's your real name? Come on.
No, you don't only gotta ask him his real name, but you have to ask.
What's your social security number? What's wrong with my name? Made them laugh. All right, maybe it's just a viewer. Let's go. Oh yeah, welcome Shit Piss. Welcome to the
chat. Shit Piss. Did you ever watch Victorious? Let me see. Let me find the tweet. I got a tweet for that too. It sounds weird to me though, because like I said, it's Trina, Victoria's sister, and then Helen. Actually, there's a fucking video that I forgot to pull up. Let me pull it up. It says, "I'll DM it." DM it where?
Maybe the DAC TV Instagram, which means they're a fan. Oh yeah.
Miss Vega, you ready?
I think the real question is, are you ready?
Start the audition.
I guess I am mostly glad for Helen.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't know. Apparently the story is that Trina is now a teacher at the school.
Oh, I mean, that could be cool. Helen is also a fucking great character and great actor, so I'm also happy for her. She's a fucking Drake and Josh legend.
Shit Piss says no. Huge fan of Dragon Ball though.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
right on.
right on, bro. You don't gotta DM your name, bro. You're good.
Shit Piss, do you like GT?
Yeah, shit piss. You gotta show up 6 o'clock on Mondays. We do a 2 episode review of GT every week, as you can
Yeah,
see by my
usually the
background.
GT segment is the first thing we do at 6.
Yeah.
We just knock out 2 episodes. We haven't started. We're still super early on though. So like today we did what 8 and 9.
Yeah, 8 and 9, but we're about to get to the good part. We're pretty soon.
Yeah, we're rolling through the kind of filler.
The baby arc is the fucking best arc of the show. It's a fucking 10 out of 10. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, that's the idea that Trina's going to be a teacher. But remember, she was always terrible at everything.
Yeah, that was like her bit. Like she was a horrible singer and all that shit.
Yeah, so what's she gonna teach? I guess there's some stuff they could do. I would hope they get like at least cameos from the other characters. Like they should. I get that they're probably not gonna get Ariana Grande too often because she's off doing famous shit.
Yeah, she's too big to be on a show like anything like that now.
Dude, I think it's. I
I
think
also think it's Fizz because why is he back to the OG name Direct Eye Contact?
I guess they made it canon now, so I guess I should. No, GT is not canon. Is it?
Well, there's no such thing as canon in Dragon Ball, but if you're going based off of like what everyone says, no, it's not canon.
I just know it's the one series that wasn't made by Akira Toriyama.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, other parts of Super are also not made by him, but they're still considered canon. So it really depends. The way the company that makes Dragon Ball stuff intends for it to be viewed is it's like a Dragon Ball universe. Like there's various different like timelines. That's how they look at it. So like everything could be considered canon.
I mean, at this point, that's how most horror franchises work. Like the Halloween.
Yeah, I think once a franchise gets big enough that you have to. Like if you want to keep on making media for it, it's impossible to make it line up in the same timeline. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is canon now with Daima, yeah. It's the best form of all time. The GT version. I think the Daima one's only okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 I still think is the coolest form.
Are you gonna watch the Victoria spinoff or no?
It looks like it's on Netflix, so probably not.
No shit.
I mean, I can find it anywhere once it comes out, but it literally just started production now, so it's not going to be out for a while.
Oh shit! I was like, maybe I'll give it a try because I also like Victorious, but hopefully
it is going to be 26 episodes though.
What? Dang, that's pretty wild to get greenlit for 26 episodes before it's even started.
Yeah, because most shows nowadays they do like fucking 6 episodes.
Yeah, right. It's like 6 episodes and then it gets canceled.
There was that show that I reference all the time, the podcast I watch every day. They just recently talked about how the way TV shows used to work was you get like a fucking 22 episode season.
Yeah.
And it would come out every year, there'd be a new season. Nowadays you get like, I guess Stranger Things, they just announced they're doing another season and it's been like fucking 6 years since the last one, and they were saying like, yeah, that's how it works now. You get like 6 episodes every 4 or 5 years, and that's supposed to keep you
keep you hooked on it.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Yeah, I don't know why they do that shit. I also don't. Well, I know nothing about making TV shows, to be fair. So maybe sometimes they get stuck in like, because I know like games get stuck in like development hell. Maybe shows do too. I don't know.
I can't even imagine. They were saying that a lot of what it has to do is just straight up like the writers are just fucking lazy. Like they just
they're still raking in that money.
Yeah, and it's like the kind of the Chappell Roan thing where she's like, "Oh, I can't just pump out a new album every year. I need to take 5 years." And it's like, bro, that literally used to be people's jobs. There's a guy that I listened to, or I used to listen to. He was a screenwriter, and his most notable thing is he did like 1 or 2 seasons of King of the Hill. His name is Michael Jamin, but I like the way he talks about writing.
Yeah.
And he says, one of the questions he gets asked the most is, how do you handle writer's block? And he's like, dude, you literally aren't allowed to, at least back in the day when he was writing for King of the Hill, like in the 90s. He's like, bro, you go to work, you get in the office with your team of writers and you just write episodes. Like you literally do not have time to have writer's block. That's not even a question that we had was, how do you handle writer's block? It was, you fucking write the episode.
Exactly. It's your job. It'd be like pulling up to your job in the morning and be like, nah, not today. I got worker's block, man. Like, no, you got to do your job.
Dude, Fizz, are you just having a fucking 3-way conversation with yourself?
Yeah, we got Fizz, Direct Eye Contact, and Shit Piss, and they're all the same dude. Jeez, man. Hey, he's helping out the chat though. Thank you for his MVP.
Yeah, you're gonna hit your 100 messages thing.
Yeah, for real. When's the notification gonna come up? Maybe since they're all Fizz, it doesn't count. I can tell it's the same fucking dude.
No, he's got to be on multiple devices because he's pumping them these out real fast.
Yeah, true. Maybe he's got like a laptop, a PC, and a fucking iPhone. Although those two messages just came at the same time. The shitpiss and Fizz message just popped up on my screen at the same time, so it's not impossible that they actually are different people.
Well, I didn't get any new subscribers on the channel.
I mean, it could just be a passerby that like was looking up for drag. Oh, okay. I'm logged in on 3 different computers. Shit, oh, it is shit. It is Fizz right on.
Yeah, shit. You just gave yourself away.
For real.
Wait, you have 3 computers?
He could have like a laptop, like a work laptop, and then like a home PC or some shit.
Fizz, you just said you're not shit, but then shit just said he's logged in on 3 different computers.
Fizz says I am direct, and Fizz says I am not shit pissed. I copied and pasted and switched PCs. Real ass. What? The fuck are you talking about, bro?
All right, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, move on.
Bray Wyatt and Charles Manson. This one was just funny.
Let's go.
Yeah, so there's a story I didn't watch. I'm sure it was part of a podcast. Let me pull up the tweet. Eric Bischoff retweeted it and said, "Wow."
Oh wow.
That's the only reason I found it. Yeah, former WWE writer Nick Manfredini revealed that Charles Manson wanted to meet Bray Wyatt and that the idea was immediately squashed. Wyndham's former teammate in college football, became a prison guard at Charles Manson's prison, which means in Vacaville, actually.
Oh hell yeah.
Shout out Vacaville for Fizz.
Yeah, Vacaville.
Allegedly, this guy showed Manson the Bray Wyatt promos and he wanted to meet him. And this was the whole thing. Mike Rotunda knew about it, who's Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And I think he brought it up to somebody. I don't know if it was Hunter or Vince, but someone, and they immediately squashed it. Obviously, that's a terrible idea because they were like, can we shoot a network special with Charles Manson? It was immediately squashed. Would have been a good idea. It would have been a good story, but bad idea. Bray Wyatt probably would have never seen TV again if we did that.
Ah, fuck.
It would have been hilarious.
That would have been fucking awesome. All the fact that Charles Manson was such a big wrestling fan is also fucking sick too.
You know, Bray Wyatt for sure wanted to do that too. Like, you know, he immediately was like,
guy.
yeah, fuck yeah, let's go to Vacaville prison and
hang out with Charles Manson.
Shoot some kind of network special. I wonder what they would have done.
No, dude, imagine the promo Charles Manson would have cut. Shit.
Oh, it would have been the best promo of all time.
Would have been fucking sick.
It would have been like Hulk Hogan levels of promo.
Facts.
But I'm sure Vince would have been like, because it was probably Vince at the time who was in charge.
Yeah, one you gotta think that was like heavy PG era. So yeah,
Yeah.
it would have never been able to happen.
But Bray Wyatt his character was basically based on like Hollywood Charles Manson, except they put him in the swamp. He was like a swamp cult leader guy.
Yeah, like a Louisiana version of Charles Manson.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious.
That would have been cool. I think Charles Manson's like a top 10 most charismatic human of all time. So, dude, it would have been sick.
You can use 2 profiles in Chrome.
Yeah, you can switch profiles. You just have to have different Gmails.
Dude, I think I don't know. I don't know what I think. I'm pissed that I had to use an old thumbnail.
Nah, it's all good. Just can you edit it later? Like later on?
Yeah, I could always change it later.
Yeah, just change it later on when you get around to editing episode 2 and getting it back up. Just change the thumbnail then.
Let's put a picture of Bray Wyatt and Charles Manson in the.
Yeah, say greatest WWE promo of all time, Charles Manson.
Yeah, I wonder what they would have done. They would have had to do something where like Manson sits in, because that was back in the Bray Wyatt rocking chair times.
Dude, they could have sat together in his prison cell. It could have been like, oh, learning from my mentor or some shit.
That would have been hilarious.
They would have been
and
awesome.
Manson would have been old as fuck at that point too.
Yeah, well, seeing old man Manson is always a fucking trip to me.
Like shaved head or mohawk or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people always forget that. And he was like in a wheelchair for the last couple of years of his life at one point.
Yeah, dude, he's looked like a normal old dude. Let's go, 100 messages. Let's go, and it's all from the same foo. Thank you, Fizz. Hell yeah. Dude, Fizz, we're not stupid, man. You can just fucking change the YouTube name. You think my email is fucking Protomax, bro? Come on.
Hey, what's up, Annie?
What's up, Annie?
But yeah, no, I don't know. Obviously, I thought it would have been genius, but then they also should have done Charles Manson and CM Punk to squash that beef too.
Dude, facts. Fizz said it
Annie
ain't
is
his
also
name.
Fizz.
Thanks for clarifying, Fizz. I always had a feeling.
The only other thing I had that I guess I probably won't actually even bring up. Did you see that kid that dressed up like a Nazi for Halloween?
No, what the fuck?
This kid dressed up like a straight up full-on Nazi soldier uniform
For like school or what?
just to like go out.
Oh shit, okay.
And it looks like he went to a club and girls, of course, a bunch of girls freaked out and kicked him out. But so now on Twitter, there's
Kicked
been
him
this
out the
moral
club.
and it actually kind of makes, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
What's the argument?
Somebody said women dressed like literal whores, men dressed like literal serial killers, but dressing up as a Nazi on Halloween is where we draw the line. And I was like, people were dressed. Remember when everyone dressed up like Jeffrey Dahmer when that monster show came out?
I didn't know that. I won't say if I agree or not, but I see the argument.
Yeah, I'd have to think about it, but it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like Jeffrey Dahmer literally fucking killed and ate people.
Yeah, 8 people. Yeah, it's also bad. Annie says she's seeing a lot of videos of people saying they're going to go out and steal food and riot on Saturday since EBT is going to be canceled November 1st. Yeah, I'm sure that will happen. I would not be surprised.
That's been the best genre of video lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might happen. And they're talking about like there are some of them that are like, and if you try to get in my way, I'll fucking kill you. Like they're getting wild, dude.
Dude, it is wild, dude. We live in I saw some guy that was saying like quality of life in the United States is going to be like shit for the next 50 years because we're just fucking hella deranged and people are going to get hella desperate. It's going to be like a more dangerous place to live in.
Did you see one of the worst things? Did you see the top Google search? The Google search results and someone like posted it, dude. It was like somebody went on Google. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody went on the Google search engine and looked up, is we getting?
Dog.
And all of the next results was, is we getting food stamps next month? Is we getting food stamps? It was like every single one of them. And people are just like, dude, the absolute state of our culture right now.
I'm about to mute myself, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Here, I found one of the pictures. It's funny because it turned into a meme. So the top result is we getting meme? Yeah, is we getting food stamps next month? Is we getting food stamps? Is we getting a stimulus check? Is we getting food stamps this month?
Is we getting?
Yeah, and I tested it. I went on Google last night and looked it up. And I don't know how it is now, but yeah, last night, if you looked up is we getting on Google, this shit all came up. I was like, oh, that's how people type too. Like, it's not just a talking thing. That was the first thing I thought of. Like, I always just thought it was like slang. Like, that's just how they talk. But
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
I was like, bro, who figured this out?
Oh shit, dude.
Annie says she's worried about the health insurance though. Ours is going up from 150 to Jesus Christ, 150 to 650.
God damn, you need to switch plans, Annie.
Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna fucking die.
Annie, sounds like you need to get a new job. You need a better healthcare plan, bro. You should join a union. Hella good health plans.
Isn't Annie? Isn't Nick in the union? Or is
Yeah,
he
if he's in the union, it should be fine. Well, it depends on your union, though. To be fair. And shit piss says shit.
Well, it'll be harvest day. Just get a rack and stand there. Jesus Christ. A harvest. That's what you meant by harvest day. Yeah, I don't know. It almost seems like Walmart needs to get like armed guards on November 1st or something.
Dude, some places do have like armed guards. If you're going to like a Walmart in the ghetto, there usually is like armed security guards there.
It also could just be people talking on the internet, but I guess you really never know these days. Somebody was like, bro, all the shit's already locked up behind glass anyways. Like you got.
Oh, dude, we will see food locked up at Walmart. You're hearing it here first on DAC TV. I'm telling you.
I did get a new subscriber. Shit piss subscribed 2 minutes ago.
Thank you, shit piss.
So if it is Fizz has now subscribed to the channel like 3 times. But if it is someone new, I guess we'll never know. This might be a great mystery.
Dude, facts, yeah, you never know. But yeah, dude, like if deodorant is fucking locked up in Walmart, dude, we're gonna see fucking bread locked up too. We
They
have a
get
bottom
healthcare if
tier
you're
one.
covered. No, this job doesn't give healthcare. We have to
What
get our
the
own.
fuck, dude? $1,000 a month? What the fuck?
We have a bottom tier one. My friend pays $350 a month, and hers is going up to 1,000. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, covered CA is like the most fucking bare bones. Like if you're unemployed, you have to get covered California. Annie, you should get a part-time job working for like a school district, and then you can join CalPERS and you can get better insurance through that.
Fizz
Giving
keeps
you
saying
advice.
that's not me. Shit
Putting you
says
on
you're
free game, Annie. I got you. Don't worry about it.
I thought the bare bones California was like Medi-Cal or some shit.
Oh wait, maybe you're right. I think covered California is the one you have to pay for if you don't get it through your job.
Because that's how I had to go to fucking rehab. I had to get on Medi-Cal.
Damn, rehab is through insurance. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I always say if I was like if I actually stood for like one serious topic, it would be better state funded rehabs because I went to the most like bullshit rehab where you just do packets and it's just like kindergarten basically.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's gonna fucking fix your problems.
And that's
Shit.
where most addicts go because by the time most people are ready to go to rehab, they don't have fucking jobs and insurance and shit.
Yeah, at the end of your run, you pretty much exhausted all your shit, right? Like that's how it goes usually.
Yeah, Medi-Cal is for broke people. It's when it's time to go to rehab, you sign up for Medi-Cal and then you go to rehab.
Yeah.
But it's just, like I said, it's just packets. And the counselors there sometimes, like I got cool counselors and I felt bad for them because you could tell they wanted to do more shit. But
Yeah,
Cover
they
California's
have to
broke
follow
bitches
the
with
rules.
jobs. Why deny me Fizz, aka
Dude,
shit piss?
Fizz, are you schizophrenic? This is the bit's going on a little too long. If this is you, bro, you gotta stop. You're starting to scare me, bro.
Yeah, Cover California is where you pay for it. Medi-Cal is
Oh,
free. But you
okay.
have to make like less. Yeah.
Thank you,
Medi-Cal is
Annie.
the worst. Like Medi-Cal is basically a homeless person's
Yeah,
version
yeah.
of.
Yeah, covered TA you have to pay. But
Like
yeah,
you
it's
can go
funny
see a
people keep
doctor,
not.
but there's no promises the doctor's gonna know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I think covered CA is when Annie, is your husband considered like an independent contractor? I'd assume that's why there's no insurance through his gig.
Strippers in California. No, they're not. They're not. No, they got rid of. I thought they got rid of independent contractor status in California.
Nah, they didn't.
Well, they did for strippers.
Is stripping technically like a legit profession, or is it called something else to like avoid any legality issues?
So stripping in California used to be independent contractor.
Oh.
And pretty soon after I got involved in that world, they took that status away from it.
Mm.
So they had to put them on a schedule and they got paychecks and they,
Oh shit! Right on, Annie. I figured that's why the covered CA. Yeah, but 150 to 650 is fucking heinous. If you can find an alternative route, I would go with that. They're both accurate. Fizz, it's a little hard to read your messages when you're 3 different people in the fucking chat, man. I won't lie. It's hard to pick out which ones to read.
Wait, no, Fizz, I did read your descriptions.
Oh yeah, and you did. That's true. Yeah. You said
I said
Medi-Cal is
Medi-Cal's for broke bitches
fools,
and covers
yeah.
for broke bitches with jobs.
Yeah. He's so locked into all 3 of his characters, he doesn't remember you reading them, bro.
What is you know what I've always wondered?
What?
What is when they talk about selling plasma, what is plasma?
All right, plasma is basically, I think they get plasma, they can take your blood and then they can like extract the plasma from your blood.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but it gets a lot. Why are you thinking about donating it for money?
No, I saw some
Oh.
article talking about selling plasma.
Yeah, you can do it. You can find places, dude. You can donate plasma for money, but I've heard it's pretty unpleasant, and that's why they pay you for it.
Yeah, it's basically just giving blood, it sounds like.
Yeah, something like that. And then I know you can also fucking donate sperm too for like decent amounts of money. I wouldn't do that though because I don't want to have a bunch of fucking kids that I don't know about. I think that's like not. I don't know. It just wouldn't sit right with me.
Independent contractor for tax purposes. No, but what I'm saying is they're not anymore, Fizz. They changed something to do with. I know this because the girl I dated when she got a job as a stripper, and this was years ago.
Yeah.
But when she first got the job, she was independent contractor. She literally, there was no schedule. You showed up to work when you wanted to. You kept all of your lap dance money. That was like the biggest thing that changed was when you do lap dances, you basically keep all of that money.
Oh, nice.
And shortly into her time there, it was actually like a big bummer. Like a few months after her starting there, they took away the independent contractor status, or they changed something about the independent contractor status to where she got put on a schedule, and the lap dance money got split with the building.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
There was a couple other things too, but it was like a big change to where, she still made a lot of money, but it was less than when she first started there. It was like fucking money like you wouldn't believe. Like it was crazy fucking money that I didn't realize the strippers actually make. Like everybody thinks about strippers getting paid in ones. Dude, the ones you make on the pole are just like fucking chump change compared to.
Yeah, it's just for show.
Yeah.
Damn.
Insert joke about when you get accused of fucking an ugly bitch that you didn't fuck. Please believe me. All right, we're just gonna roll with Fizz is not shit piss. That's fine.
There are schedules.
Why
in
did
the
shit
law.
piss spell it like that though?
Yeah, it looks like skip piss.
It looks like, to me, it looked like Schecter, just because there's that guitar brand called Schecter.
I remember that. Yeah.
There are schedules in the law.
All right.
Okay, then yeah, they changed. Are you saying like there's different schedules of independent contractor status or whatever? That would make sense. I don't know. I also learned about the alcohol rule at strip clubs throughout the different states that I didn't know were like a thing.
Oh, I didn't know that's a thing either. What is it?
So it varies state by state, but in California, the law is if there's a strip club where the girl takes off her underwear, they cannot sell alcohol.
Oh, in California, that makes sense.
But if they leave underwear on, they can sell alcohol. And it's like, first of all, everyone just shows up to the strip club drunk anyways. But second of all, like that's
yeah.
I don't know, like that's California's way of being like.
Dude, the moral high ground of California is so fucking stupid. Like the things that they'll go to bat for. Like, we always bring it up on the show, but the fucking menthol cigarettes. It's like that's the moral battle we're gonna fight. Like, come on, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, titties only with alcohol. Fizz, I know you love. Did you see that Gavin Newsom interview where he's talking black with the basketball players?
I saw that interview too. All the Smoke podcast. That shit is fucking heinous.
Do you know his parents are fucking rich?
Yeah, dude, his dad was like some fucking big time lawyer for some attorney general or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you trying to act all hard, bro? I mean, I know why he is. They all do it, but
He's like, bro, I was throwing that basketball against that wall. Like, dude, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, gotta pay the bills. I'm hustling. I'm like, dude, you're not hustling for shit. You're a fucking actor. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's funny is that only a couple months ago, there was a Twitter beef, and people are pulling up pictures of JD Vance in high school making fun of him.
Yeah.
And then they were pulling up like Gavin Newsom's high school picture with him wearing like the Burberry scarf that MJF wears.
Oh, yeah, total rich kid.
So it's like, bro, just a few months ago, you guys were flexing a picture of Gavin Newsom in a fucking Burberry scarf in school. Now all of a sudden, Gavin Newsom's on a podcast talking about hustling, throwing a ball against a wall 500 times a day, eating macaroni and cheese and bread.
Yeah. No, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. I mean, they're all actors, to be fair, but his is just a little more egregious than the rest.
I just don't know why. Like, that's their downfall. And they really don't see. Again, I'm not a Trump fan, so I don't want to defend the guy, but it's like, bro, people like the guy because he's honest. And every other politician comes out. So Democrats will say, like, how could you like this Trump guy? He's a fucking billionaire, born to a rich family. And it's like, yeah, but he's honest about it. Every other politician puts on a black voice and tries to convince me that they grew up poor.
Dude, exactly. He's the only one. I'm not a fan either, just to clarify for when the channel blows up. I'm not a fan either. I'm an independent. I don't think either party is an America First party, so I refuse to support either. But he's the only one who will actually like say what he thinks and like say how he feels and doesn't try and act all fucking like, oh, I'm from the trenches. I ate Wonder Bread growing up. Like, no, you didn't. Like, why is that your lie to go for either? Like, that's a stupid lie to say. Oh yeah, I ate Wonder Bread. Oh wow, you're so ghetto, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude, Kamala Harris mastered like 5 different accents too when she was out on. I remember there was one time there was a big Twitter war about people were defending when she changes her accent. They were like, "Yeah, bro, she's just switching codes." Like,
dude, have you seen the people that try and argue that autistic people unintentionally copy accents, and that's why some people do that shit?
Yeah, I've seen all those.
That's what I thought of when I saw the Kamala Harris. I saw her 5 different accents all in the same edit, and people in the comments were like, "Is this the autistic shit they're talking about?"
It's just crazy how people just like, bro, this has never been a thing. No, and what's funny is when this was a thing, it was like you guys call people racist for doing this shit. Like if I went out and
Yeah,
started talking black to people, people would be like, bro, you can't do that.
nah, for real. Yeah,
I'll find that clip of her code switching. Dude, there's too many. There's literally, yeah, there are clips of her with all 5 different changes in one edit.
yeah,
And
all 5 back to back, dude. It's fucking hilarious. She's probably the worst out of the bunch. I think she's the worst grifter of the past few years. Well, she'll just say and do literally anything to try and get people to support her.
yeah, no, she's definitely one of the worst. They're all pretty much, they're, especially nowadays, they're all shitty.
Dude, facts. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Well, that's why people don't believe in that shit anymore. And I mean, as they should, stop believing. It's all fucking, it's all facade.
Yeah, I think the internet kind of killed that shit too.
Yeah, because you could find out anything. Like maybe back in the day, people would believe Gavin Newsom was from the trenches, but since we have the internet, you can pull up pictures of him looking like MJF, bro. Of course, he's not gonna.
Yeah, that's what it is that you can pull up anything from any time. Whereas,
Yeah.
people say that's what happened to Hulk Hogan.
No, facts. Yeah.
That's why Hulk Hogan was such a bad luck, because Hulk Hogan came up in the 80s when you could just say shit and nobody could fact check you on the spot. So,
Yeah.
like, when Hulk Hogan said, "Oh, yeah, I tried out for Metallica on bass," that normally would be a good lie, because there's no way to go instantly verify if Hulk Hogan tried out for Metallica on bass. But now with the internet, you can just Google it and it's
Dude, exactly. Honestly, it makes me wonder about all the presidents of the past, like way before the internet age. Like, who knows how many of them were even like real? Maybe they were all just like fucking groomed to be the president from birth. If you believe in that kind of shit.
oh, I forgot shit piss ass.
How old are you guys? No comment.
Shit piss, how old are you?
Yeah,
How old do you think I am?
shit piss. We're yeah.
Fizz also messaged me on Instagram and said he's not shit piss.
Of course he's not. Jesus Christ. And then he's got the audacity to comment, "This is why we need a Discord." Fizz, we don't need a Discord of 5 people and 3 of them are you, bro. Come on, man.
Fizz, I told you if I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll make a Discord.
Yeah, 1,000 subscriber special. Join the Discord. Shit piss is 34. 34?
Fizz, how old are you?
Your late 20s, early 30s. Sure, close enough, bro.
I'll take late 20s.
Yeah. Fizz is 49. See? Dude, you can just type in 2 different ages. Do you think we're stupid? He's trying to pull a Hulk Hogan lie on us. Like, we can't process the fuck
Did
off.
you also
Turtle
try
Iron
out for
Man.
Metallica on bass?
If you're really not shit pissed, then I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, there's got to be a way we can I don't know how we can verify this.
Yeah.
What happened to direct eye contact, by the way? Did you just get tired of switching back to that?
Yeah, Fizz wants to switch between 2 accounts, not 3.
I mistyped. What do you mean you mistyped?
Whoops. Dude, he even talks like Fizz. This is exactly how Fizz types in the chat, bro. Lols. But oh yeah, the Gavin Newsom clip is terrible. I will say though, it is funny seeing Matt Barnes interview Gavin Newsom. Did you know Matt Barnes is from Sacramento?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, he's I think he's from like around like Roseville or some shit.
Do you think they believe Gavin Newsom, or do you think they just know he's full of shit too?
Fuck no. I think they know he's full of shit. Especially Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson's like one of the more ghetto dudes the NBA has ever seen. Dude, there's some fucking crazy stories of fucking Steven Jackson from like the Pacers team back in the day. But yeah, no, there's no way they believe it. I think Gavin Newsom's team probably hit them up and say like, "Hey, we're going on a media run. Like, will you have Gavin Newsom on your podcast?" And they're like, "Well, duh, yeah, of course."
And they just don't want to dog him on the podcast.
Yeah, they don't want to dog him because they're probably getting paid to have him on there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and if I were them, I wouldn't dog him either. Dude, he probably pays them a bunch of money because he's getting ready for that presidential run.
Yeah. Yeah, shit, 2028 should be a crazy presidential.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking Gavin Newsom against fucking probably like JD Vance or some shit.
Yeah, I think it'll be Newsom and JD Vance.
Both of those options fucking suck, man. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to go independent. I'm gonna vote for Goku. But Matt Barnes is ghetto as fuck. Yeah, Matt Barnes is pretty ghetto. There's a funny story of Matt Barnes driving like 250 miles to beat up Derek Fisher because Derek Fisher was fucking his wife. So he
I feel
drove.
like I heard that story.
He drove for like 6 hours to go beat his ass.
Did he actually get there and beat him up?
Yeah, he did it. It's fucking awesome. I was like, dude, that's real as hell.
Dude, driving 6 hours, dude. You got to be heated if you can stay mad for 6 hours.
Dude, right. Oh, I mean, I think that is one of those things that would have you mad for over 6 hours. I don't think you cool off from some dude fucking your wife.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, it's like one of the few things in life that will have you mad for like years, if I had to imagine.
I still am always torn on that debate though. Like, would I, if some guy hooked up with my wife, would I beat him up or would I just beat up my
No.
wife? 'Cause she's the one that cheated. Like, if a guy hooks up with your wife, that just means you have a hot wife. But if your wife cheats, you should fucking beat up your wife.
Yeah, I have always thought it's goofy that dudes will beat each other up. I'm like, dude, well, I'm not saying you should beat up your wife either, but you should be mad at your wife, not the dude.
I like those clips.
Unless you know the dude. That's the only caveat. I would
Oh
say
yeah,
that.
like if it's your buddy.
If it's your buddy and he's fucking your wife, yeah, you can kill him. Who cares, bro?
I like those clips. I've seen this one clip of it was a black couple and a black dude. So they were all black people, but this guy walked into his house and saw his girlfriend fucking some dude.
Yeah.
And it was some dude he didn't know. So the whole time he's yelling at his wife and he's like, "Oh, no offense, bro." And they were both completely nice to each other.
The same fucking video, and he's all like, "Dude, you're good. Just like leave. Like, it's
Yeah.
all good." Because dude, a lot of times they probably don't even know.
Yeah, a lot of times the girl lies.
Yeah.
Says she's single, and then yeah, some guy comes home. They're probably just as pissed as the guy that's getting cheated on because it's like, bro, you told me you were single.
Yeah, I've always laughed at the idea of like, what if the dude she's cheating with actually likes her, and then he's like, "What the fuck? You were married the whole time." He actually wanted to be with her and shit.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, I never answered for this question until my stepdad told me his story. Oh, we got to hear the story now. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
Fizz,
to
you
it.
got to drop the story.
Yeah. But nah, never fight another dude. Like I said, unless it's someone you know, then you can beat them up. But if it's just a stranger, dude, they probably didn't even know.
Yeah, your girlfriend probably lied.
Yeah. Yeah, it is one of those questions, though. I think it does say a lot about you as a person if you would beat the dude up.
People on Twitter, I'm just scrolling through Twitter. People are arguing. I guess Nick Fuentes was on Tucker Carlson's show earlier today.
No way, really?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
It looked like a fucking over 2-hour long episode, too. Jesus Christ. Nick Fuentes is on, like, whatever people think of him, he is on a generational run right now.
No, he's on a crazy run. Do you ever see the videos of black people reacting to Nick Fuentes and they actually like him? They're like,
Yeah.
he's kind of right.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
He was a long haul truck driver. He got home early from transporting the crane off at the space shuttle. He got home and saw his friend's truck. Okay, so is his friend.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, if it's your buddy, that to me that is a good point. Like you gotta fuck your buddy up.
That's facts, dude. In my eyes, that's like the ultimate betrayal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Besides your wife cheating on you, of course.
Beat up your friend and your wife.
Dude, I don't even know what I would do.
If you're married, it would suck just because that means your life is kind of built in with this person's.
Yeah, facts. If you have kids together and all that. That's fucking funny. Nick Fuentes on a generational run.
My stepdad knew what was up. He snuck into the house. Okay, so that's smart to sneak in.
Yeah, facts. Because if you make hella noise, then they can hide. Yeah, oh fuck!
Pull out his pistol. I'm curious to know which one he shoots.
Pardon me. I'd imagine he doesn't shoot either. He probably just fucking yeah. What? Oh, above their heads. I was about to say, what the fuck, man? Your stepdad's crazy.
6 bullets into the headboard above their heads. That's also pretty good. A lot of room for error there.
Yeah, facts. I wouldn't take the risk of doing that shit. You misfire once and your life's over.
It'd still be pretty cool though. I'd shoot at the wall.
Yeah, you definitely get your point across.
Wasn't it his house though? Is he like shooting the wall? I did 8 years for shooting the headboard. That's ridiculous.
That is fucking wild. Holy shit. 8 years is a long fucking time in jail, bro.
Yeah, what? How is he in jail for not shooting anybody?
Well, 'cause isn't it illegal to shoot a firearm when it's not necessary in the first place?
I mean, I maybe, but you don't shoot anybody. I don't
I'm
know. I
sure.
feel like that's a ridiculous story. I'd be pissed if I went to jail for 8 years for shooting a fucking headboard.
Yeah, I agree.
Why would they? Who called the cops on him? Like, what? Could you be like, oh yeah, my husband found me cheating, so he shot nobody. Come arrest his ass. What kind of fucking wife is that? What a bitch.
Well, I mean, she's already cheating on him. She sounds like a shitty wife. She probably fucking hates his guts and shit.
There's no way the homie called the wife. The buddy was probably, you know what I mean? Like, what's he gonna call the cops for? It had to be the wife that was like, yeah, my husband shot nothing. Come arrest his abuse. Oh, he's a narcissist. Come arrest his ass or
Oh,
something.
dude, you already know that was the talk that went on. Why'd you cheat? Oh, fucking, you don't give me any attention, yada, yada, yada. That is like the one downfall. Trucking seems like a sick ass profession, but being a long haul truck driver, bro, your wife's gonna cheat on you, man. That shit-
I want to be a truck driver so bad just because I'm like in my 30s and not married. I have no, you know what I mean? Like no ties really to anything.
Dude, you should get your CDL, bro.
I guess I could. You don't even have to speak English to get it nowadays.
Yeah, facts. There was a big fucking accident the other day, and it was some Indian dude. He was an illegal.
Where he just fucking didn't stop at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude,
saw that shit.
he was an illegal immigrant driving high. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this shit's fucking wild. They'll give the CDL out to anyone. Dude, he's not even a fucking citizen, let alone speaks English, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. But dude, you should get your CDL. I think that would be a fucking sick job, and you could just try it. And if you don't like it, fuck it.
For me, it's weird because I'm terrible at driving in unfamiliar territory and in big cities.
Hmm.
So like if I could somehow only drive on like freeways and the back roads, I think I'd be good.
Just be a long haul truck driver. You just go on the freeways across the fucking country.
But when you have to pull into town, that's when shit would get dicey for me.
Yeah, well, that's like the hard part of the job.
I also want to work on a train. I think that'd be cool to work on like a long distance train.
That would be cool, yeah. Shit piss, are you saying you have your own truck, you're an owner operator, like you own your own you're a trucker and you own your own truck? Tell us about it in chat.
Shit, piss, let me get a job.
Yeah, convince Beckett to get a CDL, bro.
No, just give me a CDL. Just give me a truck.
Gotta find
a
a local.
job.
I was gonna say you could be a local short distance truck driver, and then the loads you deliver are not that big, so it's not as hard to maneuver. You don't have to drive like the giant fucking big rig.
Like truck drivers only need to drive on freeways. Yeah, that's all I'd want to do is just drive on the freeway.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of places, especially where you deliver to in like more trucker towns, most of the factories and warehouses where you drop the shit off to are out in the middle of the country, anyways. So yeah, I mean, you're pulling into town, but a lot of the spots are not that fucking dicey to drive around in. They're more in the country, from what I understand.
I also would hope to have a route with a steady supply of smoke shops along the route.
Oh, dude, definitely. You could buy menthol cigarettes as soon as you leave the state too. It'd be fucking sick.
No, that's true. I think the best would be to work on a train. Like if I could just get a job on a train, I don't even know what trains do anymore, but just a train that goes from like here to 2 or 3 other states, whatever.
Dude, you should work on the Pacific Coastliner. Have you heard about that train?
No.
It's dude, you would love it. It's a train that drives up the entire West Coast. It's California, Oregon, and then Washington. You just go up back and forth, back and forth. That would be a sick fucking train to work on. It's right along the coast.
Yeah, I always liked the idea, especially being like a train conductor, because like they're
That would be
driving it,
cool.
but it's just on a designated track
Yeah,
anyways.
you're not driving. I think you just chill and like you stop it when it needs to stop.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
just sit and you kind of operate it, whatever that actually means.
Yeah. Ship piss. I haul cars. It's cool.
The fact that they remember my alt account. Yeah, your alt account on Twitch is direct eye contact also.
I remember that.
Shit piss, we gotta get you to say something that proves you're not Fizz, but I don't know how to get him to say it.
Ship is saying he's an owner operator does lead me to believe that he may actually not be Fizz. Fizz has not mentioned that in the past.
I'm trying to think. There's really no way to prove anybody's anybody in YouTube chat, I guess.
Insert trailers.
Do trains ever like take damage? Like, I mean, I'm sure it's gotta be really. I'm sure they do, but it's gotta be really bad. Like, if a fucking
It's funny that we're talking about this. The only train accident I've seen that I can remember is when a big rig driver stopped on the railroad tracks and the train just fucking drives right through it. Dude, it's a fucking wild ass
Yeah,
video.
and the train conductor was probably fine.
Yeah, I think it was fine. I think the train got derailed, but it was not that bad or nothing.
I have a buddy, his cousin died, got run over by a train.
Fuck. That's sad.
Yeah, that shit was like terrible. We were like in a band when that shit happened too. I think it might have been right after our band or something, but that shit was bad.
That is bad, dude. Those accidents are fucking terrifying. I remember back when I was, I think I was in high school. Some chick, I did not know her. May she rest in peace. But fucking, she committed suicide by hopping on the railroad tracks when the train was coming by.
Oh
And
yeah.
the fucking, the people that saw the morning after were like fucking horrified by it, understandably so. But I was just like, damn, like that's a gnarly way to go out, bro.
I've
Fucking
never
like,
driven anything with more than 6 gears. This is a real fizz thing to say.
yeah, facts.
Um,
Dude, a lot of the big rigs nowadays are fucking automatic, but I hear that if you drive an automatic, the OG truckers will call you a pussy and all that.
oh, I would totally drive an automatic.
Oh, dude, me too. I was about to say, truck driver, yeah, 12 to 16 gears, bro. I'm not driving that shit. I'm driving automatic all day. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, I would never, dude. I can't. The last time I drove a stick shift was in high school, and I was never really good at it.
Yeah.
I used to drive it around town, and my buddy would basically just exist with his head out the window to apologize to people behind us for how slow I would take off.
Stalling out and shit.
I used to stall like every intersection in town, but that was just the truck I had
That's fucking
access
funny.
to when I was like fucking 16.
No, Fizz, I just told you I'm starting to believe you, man. You know, you're good. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
Protomax is starting to believe that you guys are two separate people.
Yeah, I think the owner-operator comment got me to believe that Shit Piss is someone 34 years old, whoever. I have no idea who it is, but I don't think it's Fizz.
Shit piss, what state do you live in?
Just to complete the meme.
I'll at shit piss myself right now to completely. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, shit piss. What state? What state? I want to know what state you live in.
Yeah, where do you drive, Shit Piss? What's your route if you're a long haul trucker, bro? Or I don't know if you say he's a long haul trucker. That might have been from Fizz's story.
Have you seen those teasers that WWE has been doing?
Yeah, what do you think it is? I have my thoughts.
I have no idea, honestly.
I think it's Chris Jericho.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think people want it to be Edge, but I don't think it is. I think it'll be Chris Jericho.
Some people think it's Gunther.
I've seen people think it's Gunther versus Brock Lesnar because one of them was wearing like a cowboy boot. But I think it's just going to be all of Jericho's weird ass personalities.
He just put on cowboy. They weren't even cowboy boots. They were just boots, but they did look like Brock Lesnar boots.
Yeah, they did. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it could be Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, which I think would be lame. I'm a Gunther hater though. I'm not a fan.
I don't like him either.
Yeah.
When's the last time Jericho was on AEW?
I think he's been off TV for months, no?
Okay.
So yeah, I think it is Chris Jericho. I think he's been waiting for his contract to run out, and they probably had this plan for a while, and now they're just his contract's up, they're gonna pull the trigger.
I do wonder if WWE will use Judas because Jericho owns it.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's his song, so he can probably use it whenever he wants. AEW don't own it.
It's Jimmy Snuka.
I saw someone saying it's Chris Benoit.
No, I've seen the Chris Benoit tweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do wonder if he would use Judas in WWE because he never has, but he could. It's his song.
Nah, his fucking Y2J entrance is goated though.
I know that is the best song. He's at the break the wall down.
Yeah,
song.
break the wall down. Yeah, break the wall down. Dude, Chris Jericho was so cool back in the day. I hate how much he's fucking tarnished his legacy by kind of sticking around for too long.
Yeah, his first WWE run was badass.
Facts.
Dude, my buddy's racist Twitter is fucking crazy.
Oh, is it? Does he post shit? I remember when I clicked on it, it said he didn't have any posts.
Oh, oh yeah, dude. Dirty White Boy 707 with no I in the dirty. I'm surprised he even
Let me fucking look it up.
Uses that name. He's got 348 followers now.
Am I still on camera if I'm not? I don't have the page open.
Yeah, you're still on right now.
All right, cool. I'm looking it up. Dirty White Boy 707.
It's funny because it's an anonymous page, but he uses the Dirty White Boy 707 name.
Yeah. Yeah, facts, yeah.
So I don't really know what he's, and I know he doesn't really care.
Dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Dude, look at his if you go to his replies and see the, like, shit that he says to people, it's like, dude, he goes fucking wild about, like, race and shit. I don't know what he's thinking with, you know, like I said, it's an anonymous page, but he's using the dirty white boy name.
Yeah. Not to, I don't know if you want to talk about it on stream or nothing like that. I don't know if he's watching or something like that. What led to this arc in his life?
Our mutual buddy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know the one.
Yeah.
He got into the, you know, the great noticing type stuff they call it.
Gotcha.
And
Interesting.
then Dirty White Boy, it was a combination of that and the Charlie Kirk thing.
Gotcha. Oh, I
And
remember the lore now. Yeah,
and
it makes sense.
specifically after that, he just kept seeing all these people that we went to school with that are just fucking pussies, and they were all talking about like, "Oh yeah, it's a great thing that that guy got shot, and like
Yeah.
Nazis and fascists." And Dirty White Boy was just like, "Dude, I fucked you up in high school. Like, what are you talking about? You're down with shit like this." And so
Yeah.
a combination of those two things.
Yeah, this is a pretty wild one, especially to use his usual, moniker is pretty wild.
Yeah, that's I know. The thing is, I know he doesn't care. Like, you know,
Yeah,
he'll say
true.
the shit to any. I mean, he's literally been messaging people like, you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't give a shit at all. But it's just funny that he made it an anonymous page.
Yeah, but still uses the same name.
Yeah,
I do respect the Christ is King in the bio right on.
I'm sure he's just thinking that, you know, no one's gonna really go from YouTube to Twitter. Maybe
Yeah, true.
he should. I wish he would. He should keep doing stuff with his YouTube channel. Like he's got.
Yeah, he had a good thing going with the car shit.
You know what? He did just upload a Fortnite video 6
Nah,
hours ago.
damn.
So I guess he is still uploading a little bit, but he's got
Dude.
5.41 thousand subscribers.
Shit piss. No, I don't watch Steven Crowder. I think that fool's a joke.
Did you guys watch the Steven Crowder barbershop top? It was really good. I've seen clips of it. I think Steven Crowder's fallen off though for sure.
Yeah, the last thing I saw about him is that his wife cheated on, or like left him, and then he got all butthurt and said that no fault divorce needs to be abolished because his wife left him. I'm like, dude, that's like the goofiest take I've ever heard in my life. I don't think no fault divorce is like cool or nothing like that, but in a country that's main priority is freedom, I don't think you can argue for that.
I think he just he's one of those dudes that I think goes way too hard. You know, he's on the Trump train. But there are
Yeah.
people that are like down with Trump, but are like honest about things. Like if he does something not good, they'll say like, "Oh yeah, that's probably not the best thing to do." But Crowder's just like, "Oh no, that was the best thing that's ever." Like he's way too hard on that train, and it's like, you know, it's the same thing about when I say like being a fan of like musicians. You can acknowledge when they have a shitty album. Like you should be able
Yeah,
to.
exactly. Yeah.
Crowder will not ever acknowledge when his party like does things that he thinks are wrong or whatever. It's like, bro, just fucking.
Nah, I totally agree, bro. I actually like seeing all the conservatives kind of like turn against Trump. Because, dude, not that I believe he's like, I don't even think he's the actual president. I'm sure the powers that be just tell him what to say and do. But he's not an American first politician, bro. Like, he's not, he don't really care.
Yeah, I do know the story of his divorce. There is some weird stuff in there.
Oh, Fizz and Shipis are definitely the same person. But go on, what were you saying? The
No,
way
just
he's
what
like,
they're saying that his divorce was weird. Like his old producer and his wife kind of teamed up to sue him.
yeah.
As much as I don't think Steven Crowder handled that divorce well, his wife definitely was just trying to get rich off of divorcing him. Like that was one of those cases of she wanted, you know, she took him to court and wanted to make a shit ton of money off of him.
Yeah, I mean that's a tale as old as time though. Every professional athlete has that shit happen to them. That's why I'm kind of like, dude, I don't really give a fuck. I don't feel that bad for him.
Yeah, shit piss. It looks like Protomax flipped back over to the UR Fizz.
Yeah, the way Fizz and Shitpiss are finishing each other's sentences, either they're connected mentally or they're the same person. I think they're the same person. But what was I gonna say?
Connected mentally.
Yeah. But yeah, Steven Crowder, nah, that fool was whack. I think there are much better commentators out there. I'd rather listen to Tucker Carlson's annoying ass voice than listen to Steven Crowder.
That is true. If I had to pick, I'd go Tucker Carlson over Steven Crowder.
Yeah, absolutely. Or least Tucker Carlson has interesting things to say sometimes, even if he is annoying as fuck.
Shit piss. If you're a new person, I will always say he is kind of an ass, but comes with facts. Shit piss, if you're a new person, will you donate $100 to the YouTube channel?
Yeah, hit us with our first super chat. Let's go.
I can't even take super
Oh,
chats.
fuck.
You'd have to just straight up send in money.
Put your PayPal or your Venmo name.
We already know Fizz ain't sending in shit, so now we're asking the new guy.
Yeah.
If you want to prove that you're not Fizz, you have to send money too, because Fizz wouldn't send money. That's the way to prove that you're not Fizz, is by sending money.
Nah, dude, Tucker Carlson's way fucking cooler than Steven Crowder, and Tucker Carlson's not cool at all. Although there's a funny interview, Tucker Carlson saying he took like 90s ins on a flight or something, and people did the math, and it was like thousands of milligrams of fucking nicotine. Like,
Have you ever seen those "you can't cuck the tuck" videos?
No, that sounds funny though.
Dude, it's maybe like the best content. I'm surprised I haven't pulled this up before. I'm broke. Okay, then that means you're Fizz. That means you are Fizz.
That's fucking funny.
All right, you can't. Yeah, here it is. I'm for sure gonna get copyrighted for this. So it's this intro with the Mark Henry song.
Great song. 3-6 Mafia.
It is a good song. I used to hate it because I hated Mark Henry, but now that I'm an adult, I appreciate it.
And now it's time for Twitter Storm, our nightly forecast of social media's most intense weather patterns. Tonight, a heavy wind of political ignorance is sweeping former Star Trek actor George Takei to another planet. He tweeted this. Dear Mr. Takei, he said, "Dear Democrats, you had better be prepared to filibuster folks like Mattis, Flynn, and Sessions. We are counting on you to hold your ground." Okay. There's only one problem. Harry Reid, the outgoing Democratic head in the Senate, got rid of filibusters on administration nominees back when the
Let me go to when he actually brings the person on.
Right. So historically, we've had many grievances with Gary Cohn. So he's one of the board members who, is the reason why we have $62,000 per year in tuition. And so the board of trustees, without any kind of democratic student input, every 2 years decides on tuition increases.
Right.
And so historically, we've had
Come on, try getting it out.
Student movements to.
Hold on, you got to see the main gist of it is the editing that looks like a video game or like a fighting game.
For sure.
It's usually when Tucker says something.
The board of trustees has met every single movement with disdain.
Look at Tucker's fucking face, bro.
They don't listen to the students.
That's one of the best. He always looks like he's concerned for the person.
Yeah, right. He's like, what's wrong with this guy?
Let me just say, I'm with you.
about
I just want to raise my voice in agreement with you. Schools are too expensive. You don't get your money's worth. But they're all that price, basically. I mean, all schools, all private universities are in that same range. And Gary Cohn's...
All right, dude, I got to find a fucking part. I should have found it good.
Keep.
I could edit before I pulled this shit up. But yeah, there's this whole series called You Can't Cuck the Tuck. And it's basically...
They're like Tucker dunking on people?
Yeah. Okay, here's a good example. Let's try this one.
Dude.
of the year. Fair enough. Hard to think of anyone more newsworthy this year than Donald Trump. But to many on the left, Time's cover was a reminder that Trump is indeed going to be president and was therefore a trigger. Here now is one person who felt that way, Erin Crotty. She's a Democrat and former congressional candidate from California. Erin, thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
The reason I want to talk to you was a tweet that you sent out after seeing the cover, I think, on the Today Show this morning. And
This
you wrote
is what I was talking about.
Adolf Hitler was Times Man of the Year in 1938. Donald Trump is Times Man of the Year in 2016. Discuss. And I just saw the irony there because comparing someone to Hitler, of course, is not an invitation to discuss. It's the end of the discussion, isn't it?
Well, I think that there are a lot of lessons that we can learn from the 1930s and Nazi Germany.
His face again.
The identical situation, but there's a lot to be gained from looking back, how we cannot make the same mistakes of the past.
Huh. So what kind of conversation, describe the discussion that you were trying to invoke by comparing Trump to Hitler.
I think that it's very important that we are critical, that we do not normalize or sanitize the rhetoric or actions of Donald Trump or the ghastly appointees to his new administration. And I want people to remain vigilant. I want people to realize that none of this is normal. None of the hate speech, the hate crimes that are spiking in the United States. And we, as the American people, have to hold our president-elect accountable.
Okay. So you've made a lot of pretty general statements. And by the way, I don't think there's any danger of Trump going uncriticized during his term as president.
Well, I think that something like hearing the way that the
please.
media
You just compared him to Hitler now. So, I mean, clearly there's, a vigorous conversation about Trump underway, and you're part of it. But you said his ghastly appointees. Give me an example.
Today, you're talking.
Oh, come on.
So let me just say this. I mean, it doesn't sound like you know a ton about this, but he was one of 28 attorneys.
And if you look, the health bar goes down every time. There's better ones.
The Obama administration. Name a single one. I think. Now, I don't want to be mean now, but I think you studied at the Department of Social and Cultural Analysis.
Yeah, we're gonna do this last 3 minutes.
Degree in the hard sciences.
I do have a degree in social and cultural analysis. I'm the proud co-founder of Turning Green, a nonprofit, and we've been working on environmental advocacy since January 2005.
Is that someone can start an environmental nonprofit with no science background. Do you think that's a little weird?
No, I don't think that's a little weird. I think that there are a number of angles to come at this from. We partner with, and I'm proud to partner, a number of environmental organizations with sound scientists on their staff. 350.org, NRDC came out today to absolutely categorically call out this man for being a climate denier.
And maybe a climate denier. So anybody who disagrees with the received point of view that you espouse is not a legitimate critic
This
or raising
man
questions.
is
He's a denier
of the fossil fuel industry. He is a puppet.
Right. Yeah, I don't actually think you know anything about him or the suit, and I don't think you have the background to make those claims.
I can
This
cite
is what
3
bothers me. These
specific
are
suits: wetland protection, the air pollution, and the toxins related to mercury and arsenic.
What does that even
3 specific
mean?
things.
The air pollution? What
He
suit is that?
sued
What law
to-
was he contesting?
He sued to reduce regulations around carbon pollution in the air.
Okay. So all regulations are good, and anyone who challenges them is an accomplice to Hitler's rise, is a denier. I mean, what you're doing
No, these are
is
conclusions to which
preventing
you are arriving.
No, actually, I'm not making the claim. I'm merely saying there's probably another side to the argument. You seem wholly ignorant of it and not interested in learning it. And instead, you are content with dismissing this guy as a moral criminal. And I'm saying that that's not the kind of conversation that leads to solutions. It's the kind that leads to demonizing other people. And that's bad. That's my point. Do you not accept that? Can you see what I'm talking about?
I see what you're talking about, that name calling and hate speech and toxic rhetoric is how we've derived at this point. We have a president-elect who has built a whole campaign cycle around it.
You just compared this guy to Hitler, and then with a straight face, you're going to accuse him of engaging in hate speech. I mean, I'm sorry, I can barely hear the irony alarm is so loud in the background. I don't want to be cruel to you.
This man,
I'm just saying,
Donald Trump, has appointed as his chief strategist and top advisor, Steve Bannon. Are you going to tell me that Steve Bannon is not a white supremacist, is not an anti-Semite, that he is putting that very ideology in the Oval Office?
All right. Well, you got the hand gestures down, but the argument leaves something to be desired. Aaron, thanks a lot for joining us. I appreciate it.
You can't cook the tuck, man. Shit.
Yeah, they're basically all these. I forgot that he really did just used to bring people on Fox and just like have debates on Fox News.
Yeah, now he just has his YouTube channel, bro.
Yeah, where his setup is a little try hard, like the wood cabin.
I agree. He tries to act like he's like a normal dude, and he's definitely not. His dad was in like the CIA and shit. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, his dad was a CIA guy, and he acts like he didn't know about it.
Yeah, he acts like he didn't know about it. I was like, how the fuck would you not know your dad's in the fucking CIA, bro? Come on, be real.
He has this channel. It's called High Energy, and there's like 40. There's like right now I'm looking at volume 44. There's like over 40 videos of you can't cook the tuck, and it's just him.
Can't cook the tuck, man.
Getting these guys on. Here's one more quick few second example of the ending of one.
Is overthrown. But I'd also point out, because of President Bush's surge policy, when his administration ended, stability had returned to Iraq. It was not a place you'd go for vacation.
Right.
But he turned it over to Barack Obama, and it fell apart subsequently. And the point I think you need to understand is that life is complicated in the Middle East. And when you say, well, the overthrow of Saddam Hussein was a mistake, is simplistic.
I would argue that I'm the one who understands how complicated it is, but just my view.
Oh, it's your long experience in foreign policy. I know.
Better record than yours, I would say.
Oh, dude, fucking Tucker was cutting some crazy promos back in the day.
Yeah, dude, there was one time, I think, like, me and Steven sat around and watched all of these.
Can't cook the talk, man.
Fizz, I went through a binge one time of, like, Gutfeld episodes or clips from Gutfeld episodes. Doesn't he hang out with the Misfits too? Owen Schreier's independent. Isn't Owen Schreier, isn't he from don't say it, let me look it up. He's from, fuck, who does he hang out with? Didn't he used to hang out with Alex Jones? Am I wrong about that?
Fucking Alex Jones, dude.
I feel like Owen Schroyer, yeah, Owen Schroyer. He used to hang out with. He used to be part of like Alex Jones's crew or something.
Do you think Alex Jones is for real?
Like what do you mean?
I've heard some people say he's controlled opposition.
I've heard that too. I used to have a dealer who was like super fucking. Not anymore. He's alone now. From Shit Piss. Okay, you know, yeah, I knew he split up from Alex Jones. I used to have a dealer who was like super hardcore conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Like flat earther type dude. And I asked him one time, I was like, oh, you know, do you like Alex Jones? And he said he used to like Alex Jones in the early days when he was like infiltrating what is the Grove? Something.
Oh, Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, when he was infiltrating Bohemian Grove and shit. But he said that as of lately, and this was years ago, he said as of lately, he thinks that Alex Jones sold out.
Yeah, I've also heard that. Yeah, it's interesting to like see the range of people, not like just normal people or conspiracy people, like what they think about things. The conversation of the moon landings, the first one, came up in my class the other day, and I told people that I don't believe in the first moon landing. I actually think it's like comically fake when you think about it. And people looked fucking horrified when I said I don't believe in that shit. Like they looked at me like I'm retarded. They were like, "You don't believe in the moon landing?" Like they were like, "Ugh," like it was like disgusting to them that I said I don't believe in that shit. I was like, "Is this not that crazy to think that like the moon landing wasn't real? Like what the fuck?"
Yeah, people get really mad when you question their like elementary school teachings.
Yeah, facts.
It's funny because I heard somebody point out, you know, usually I go back and forth on the moon landing thing.
Yeah.
But recently I heard somebody talking about how who was the president? Was it Richard Nixon?
It was Richard Nixon, yeah.
They were like, bro, Richard Nixon called them on the moon.
That's what I'm saying. We can't even do that shit now. How the fuck do we have the technology to make a phone call to space?
They were like, bro, he called him on his landline phone on a rotary phone. You really think? And I was like, oh, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, he calls them from Earth to the fucking moon, and then the flag is fucking waving around in the sky, but there's no gravity in space. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's what I was telling them. I was like, dude, it's fucking like comically fake when you think about it. And they were like, I think you need to check out where you get your information from. Like, acting like trying to dunk on me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It was very strange to me. Like the average person, what they believe in. They get very concerned.
People get deeply offended. People do that when you bring up anything from World War II. If you don't, if you have anything about that, and people do that with Manson in certain corners of the internet. If you bring up anything Charles Manson, it's not the hippie cult leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moon landing is definitely one.
9/11
I think people do that too much when it comes to like again, I brought up that moral question earlier about why is it okay for people to dress up like Jeffrey Dahmer on Halloween but not a Nazi? People will act like that too. Like you should just automatically say, of course it's okay to dress up like Jeffrey Dahmer and not a Nazi. And it's
yeah.
Again, I'm not saying which way I go. I'm just saying it is an interesting question. Like why, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer fucking killed and ate people and gay people nonetheless. Like you know, it shouldn't. You either need to say it's not okay to do either, or you should say it's okay to do both. In my opinion,
exactly. Yeah, you can't pick and choose when that's the criteria. I agree with you.
Yeah, no, Alex Jones. I don't know. I kind of don't think he's a sell. I kind of get the idea that he's too hard headed. Like I can't imagine him being cool with like hanging out with the CIA and shit. He just seems like a. But I guess at the same time, you never know nowadays.
Yeah, who knows? That's what I'm saying. I think maybe early on it could have been for real, but then he got bought out. I don't know though, to be fair.
I know. I thought he was supposed to lose all of his stuff because of that trial. He got
yeah.
You know, the Sandy Hook trial where he apparently owes like $2 trillion or some shit.
I didn't know
Did you ever hear about that?
I think you mentioned it, but I don't remember the context too well.
It's like the families, the parents of a lot of kids that died in the Sandy Hook shooting, because you know Alex Jones was super skeptical about all that. They sued him for like discriminate, like some kind of
defamation.
Yeah, which I'm not gonna lie, I think is ridiculous because you guys. He's just talking on a if you don't like what he's saying about the shooting, don't listen to his podcast.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're the kid's parents. Like, dude, people do true crime podcasts all the time. You can't just be a parent of a victim and sue a podcaster.
Yeah, I think it's okay to be offended. Like, it's fine if you get offended by it, but you don't have the right to fucking sue him for money. That's fucking crazy.
But the court charged him. Let me look up actually. It's like absurd. Like again, it's comical. And it's definitely just like a lesson. They're trying to scare everybody out of talking.
Yeah.
As of October 2025, Alex Jones owes nearly $1.5 billion in defamation judgments.
Damn, what the fuck?
And for comparison, like the GDP of France is like not that much.
Yeah.
It's like they use that. Yeah, what the fuck? No, it's $3.12 trillion. I don't remember what it was. People are pulling up countries that have less of a GDP than what Alex Jones owes, but it's 1.5 billion owed to the families comes from defamation lawsuits filed.
1.5 billion is ridiculous just for getting your feelings hurt. I understand why their feelings are hurt. My feelings would be hurt too, but like you can't sue them for billions of dollars. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they're saying that, it's supposed to be a lesson to anyone else that wants to come around and talk about the stuff that he talks about. Like,
Yeah, I know in certain countries, I can't remember which ones, but it's illegal to question the logistics of the Holocaust. Like if you do it publicly, it's a
oh yeah, in
crime.
Germany, I know it is.
Yeah, in Germany, I think a few other Euro countries, if you question the history of that, yeah, it's a crime. And I'm sure in the US it will be a crime soon too.
And in England now people are getting arrested for tweets and shit.
Yeah, dude, it's getting pretty wild. I don't know what the fuck. Well, I do know what's going on, but I don't want Palantir in my chat.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. There's going to be a time when people will get arrested here for tweets and for making jokes and shit. I mean, we're already pretty close. People already.
Yeah, we're already there, bro.
I mean, hate crime. The idea of a hate crime is basically a thought crime. Bill Maher pointed that out recently. I think.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. Somebody was arguing, yeah, of course, hate crime should be illegal. And Bill Maher's like, dude, that's a thought crime. Like, you can't prove that anyone has any hate without charging them with a thought crime.
No, it's true. I saw that in California, they just passed some shit that all school districts are going to be required to have an anti-Semitic like board, like to make sure that no anti-Semitic rhetoric ever goes on in the school district.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, like this is fucking wild, bro.
I just saw.
I should say anti-Semitic. You know what I mean?
I guess Newsom just signed some reparations thing too.
For what?
I forget. I saved the clip on like my phone or something, but
dude, it's fucking wild everywhere nowadays. I feel like everywhere is just fucking being weird. Like shit pisses England is turning around, dude. I doubt it.
Newsom recently, let me see, has signed some bills related to reparations in California. Most notably, he created the Bureau for Descendants of American Slavery to establish a framework for future programs. So that is they're gonna create a bureau that looks into the backgrounds of every African American to see who was related to like slaves and shit.
Oh, do I?
And then that's going to be used in the future for if they pass reparations. It'll say who to give money to.
Only those people who are DNA proven were descendants of slaves.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if it's scientifically proven, and if you go along with the whole like everyone's owned like a mule and whatever, however much amount of land, I could see the argument for it. I don't agree with it, but I could see the argument for it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't care if like your great grandpa was a slave. Like, that doesn't mean I owe you money. Like, I didn't own a fucking slave.
Yeah, I agree. Well, especially when there's so many poor people and homeless people of all kinds of people in the state, especially California. It's not good to pick and choose who gets resources from the government. I think that is unwise and unkind.
Yeah, and at this point, it's like, dude, we're just so far removed from like slavery, and it just goes down to you can't punish like the offspring of the person that committed the crime, especially when it's been fucking hundreds of years. And
yeah, Fizz, I agree. Rich white liberals are the worst people on earth. I have no doubt in my mind that that group of people is the bane of why we are where we are at as a society. I think they are brainwashing people and splitting us further apart.
Yeah, shit piss. That was one of the clips that I saw was the guys in the barber shop were basically saying like, "Oh, if you don't like us, then go away." And then Steven Crowder was like, "Okay, but if we go away, you guys will call it racism." And then, or something. And then the other guy was like, "Yeah, but you owe reparations too." And he's like, "Oh, so you want us to go away, but you also want us to give you money." It was a good,
That
a
sounds
little bit.
interesting. I might have to watch it.
The clips that I saw, it's actually kind of funny. He goes into black barber shops now and he talks to black people. And
That's a crazy series. Jesus Christ.
he ran into this group of people, and they were basically saying, they're like, "Yeah, if white people hate us so much, they could just go away." And Steven Crowder's like, "Okay, cool, then let us go away and leave us alone." And then the guy literally was like, "But you owe us reparations." And then Steven Crowder's like, "So you want us to go away, but you want us to also keep giving you money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if we go away, you'll call it race." And it is, it's kind of like they want to.
Yeah, like what is the best way forward? Like
Yeah, and it is usually the rich white liberals that are like, there's no
exactly.
way to win. It's the same thing as like, no matter what you do, you're going to be deemed racist. So it's just like, that's why kids don't care anymore. Like, that's why there's like 20-year-old kids that I talk to on the Instagram, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I'm racist." Like, what's it matter? Like, they're just going to say this shit anyways.
That's like the whole bane of Dirty White Boys Twitter. Like that's how that stuff appears, because it's like, well, what can I fucking do? And either way you cut it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just like there's nothing you could do at this point. Like, I'm not going to try to convince you that I am one way or the other, because you already have your mind made up. So what's it matter?
That's why it's not. I think a good thing for people to get over as they get older in life is that you're not gonna change people's minds. I think like debate culture and all that shit is fucking stupid. Like there's nothing to debate, bro. You can't change people's minds, especially not nowadays.
I know with the debate videos, the only good arguments I've really heard for them. So like when you watch those like debate bro videos,
Yeah.
some of the guys will get that question brought to them. They'll say like, "Why do you debate people that are so stubborn?" And they say, "I don't debate them to change their minds. I debate them so that when the audience watches the debate, they can make up their mind by watching."
I can see that point of view for sure from a content creator's perspective. You want to share, you want to elaborate on the structure of your argument and your side and display that to your audience. I do understand that, but I think for like average everyday people, like I know some people get into like political debates with like family and friends and all that shit. I'm like, that shit is so stupid to me. Like I would never argue politics with like a friend or nothing like that, because like what's the point? You're not going to change anyone's mind. I don't understand that shit at all.
Yeah. I have friends that have completely, I would consider retarded political takes, but what they say, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Exactly. We're still dogs. I completely disagree with my friends on politics a lot of the time too. But like I don't give a fuck. You're still my friend. Like whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Debate culture is what the left wants because they confuse yelling for debate. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe people have to wake up on their own. Yeah, Shippies, I agree. People have to decide what they think is right on their own. I do think the great noticing is a good trend though.
Yeah, and most people just aren't gonna wake up. They're just gonna die the way they are.
Yeah, I think people want to live simple lives. If they can ignore all that shit, I think more power to them.
All right, I'm gonna call it here in a minute.
For sure.
Fizz and shit.
Fizz and shit.
You guys have anything left? If you are two separate people.
Yeah, we got iPad Fizz and we got iPhone Fizz. What do you guys have to say?
Yeah, finish off strong.
Debates are good for people on the fence, though. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't even think there are people. I mean, I'm sure there are actually people on the fence, but I'd imagine it's mostly young people. Like, I think anybody over the age of like 22 at this point is pretty much decided on what they're gonna.
I think there are people who truly don't give a fuck, though. They're just like, fucking, I just want to go to work in the morning and then come home and not give a shit.
I think that's actually most people.
That's what I was gonna say. I think most people are actually that way. Like, I think the average American is actually that way. I just want to go to work, support my family, and not have the government take all my money away. I think that's like the average dude.
Yeah.
What do you mean, you guys? People want to live simple lives. What?
Depends on what simple lives mean.
Don't bullshit me like this. You know exactly what I mean. Like, come on. What the fuck kind of question is that?
Yeah, simple lives. Just like go to work and go home and not die.
Going to work and not go to work and not being fucked with. Yeah, I think that's the average goal for any person. The average American just wants to go to work and not get fucking destroyed by the government at tax season.
I don't even think the average person wants to go to work. That's just what they have to do.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they gotta live their life.
More people should try to become YouTubers. I think on everybody's 18th birthday, they should be given a government issued handgun and a podcast microphone.
Handgun. Have you ever shot guns before?
When I was super young.
Say at a shooting range, dude. It's pretty wild. I've been to one like within like the past like few months, dude. The people shooting are like right next to you, like you're just in a little booth. I was like, bro, this shit kind of creeps me out. Like, what if a crazy person comes that day and lights the fuck? You know, the thought of it is just fucking terrifying to me. I was like, I don't like this shit, bro.
I've never been to a range. I have a very vague memory of one time. I think I went out with like Uncle George. We went out shooting discs. Like you launch a disc and you shoot it. And I was terrible at it. And I was like so young that I couldn't keep it was like a shotgun. I couldn't keep it bucked too much.
Yeah, that shit kicks.
And he was like getting frustrated that I couldn't like shoot straight in the hole. I'm like, dude, I'm like fucking 5 years old. I don't know how old I was.
He's like, quit being a pussy.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. I'm like, dude, I'm a little kid. Like this gun is bigger than me.
Yeah, fucking skinny ass kid. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
You think that guy's alive?
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Nice. Dude, you gotta have him finance your YouTube channel. Remember me, bro?
Yeah, I've thought about trying to get back in with him.
Dude, look him up on Facebook.
It would just blow up my situation. Like,
oh
right
yeah,
now.
you can't. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what sucks. I'm on the side that he doesn't fuck with.
Yeah.
I think I could if I like found him and said, hey, I'm gonna take your side from here on out, but I would have to take his side.
Yeah, true.
And our family is weird, so you have to take a side.
Dude, it's got factions, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Guns are heavy.
I think they're the same person. He literally just Piss says, I love guns, and then Fizz says, we should go to a range.
Yeah, facts. Nah, Fizz. I just said I don't like going to the range, bro. I think I don't like that shit. No, we're not going to the range.
And then I will take you to an archery range. Archery ranges would be cool. Guns are heavier than you think. Yeah, no, guns are heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd imagine the gun range is weird. It is. I have seen them. Obviously, they're just like the booths, and somebody walks
dude,
in.
it's fucking weird. I think the anxious thoughts are too strong for me to go to the range again. I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking weird.
Yeah, and it just takes that one person whose girlfriend just cheated on him to walk in there and.
Dude, especially nowadays when people are hella unhinged, I'm like, nah, this ain't the move, man.
Yeah, there's too many shooters. I wonder how many I would imagine there are less gun range shootings than people would think, but I'd imagine there are some.
Yeah, I've never heard of one, to be fair. My buddy was telling me that one time he was at a gun range, and he said that because there's always someone in the room watching you guys to make sure that no one does anything crazy, and he said that one guy pointed his gun up at another guy at the range, and the guy immediately fucking like Kool-Aid guy ran through the wall, just fucking tackled the shit out of him and knocked him out. But he said that like, yeah, it was scary as fuck.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I guess like stuff like that can happen. That shit's scary.
And then they're loud as fuck. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, the Chris Kyle story. That is the first thing I thought of.
Who the fuck is Chris Kyle? Not to continue on.
You know the movie American Sniper?
Oh, isn't that shit all fake? Like that fool was a total fraud?
I think it depends on who you listen to. I think he lied about some of his credentials.
Yeah.
Which was crazy because he actually has real respectable credentials. He got into that beef with Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse Ventura?
Have you heard about that beef?
No, that's fucking hilarious.
So, you know, Jesse Ventura is like an honorary Navy SEAL. Like he was a Navy guy before before the actual SEALs were a thing. But what he was in, I think, was like the precursor to the SEAL. So the SEALs honor him as kind of an honorary SEAL just because he came before them.
Yeah.
So he gets invited to all of the reunions, and Chris Kyle talks some shit about him not being a real SEAL or something. And Chris Kyle slandered the shit out of him. He explained it on Joe Rogan's show. And then after Chris Kyle died, Jesse Ventura sued the family. So people got mad at him because they're like, oh, you're suing his widow, and his widow's grieving. And it's a complicated thing. But yeah, Chris Kyle, he got shot at a gun range. He was actually, it's kind of sad. He took a job as basically like he helped veterans with PTSD.
Oh shit. Oh,
so he was taking on this guy. There was this crazy guy who just got out of war. Yeah. He took him to a gun range, and the guy shot him.
Oh, fuck, that's actually sad, bro. I didn't know that.
But yeah, there are some stories that Chris Kyle may have lied about some of his credentials. And Jesse Ventura says, he's like, I don't know why he would lie. Like, he had very respectable credentials as it was, you know?
Yeah, why would you hype yourself up when you're already a cool guy?
Kind of like Hulk Hogan type shit. Like,
Yeah, facts. You're Hulk Hogan. Why do you need to bluff?
has a long range section. Dude, I would just want to learn how to shoot handguns.
Fizz, you couldn't pay me to step foot in Rancho Cordova. Nah, I'm just playing.
Rancho Cordova has actually they only have I think like 1 or 2 strip clubs now. They're down to centerfolds.
That's how you know the economy's bad. Dude, one time me and my friends were at an A's game at the Rivercat Stadium, and I drank too many beers, so I was saying heinous shit. I was trying to we were sitting behind the umpire, like behind home plate, and I was saying like, if you give us this call, like I'll take you to centerfolds with us after the game. And then like there's hella parents looking at me like, dude, shut up. I felt so bad after, you know, like when you sober up the next day and you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
I felt hella bad. I was like, those kids, stupid.
Yes, centerfold. Deja Vu got closed down.
That's how you know the economy's bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. So now it's just a centerfold in Rancho. I think there's a Pure Gold somewhere in Sacramento, but yeah, Deja Vu and centerfolds were pretty much right next door. They were right across the railroad tracks from each other, and then yeah, one of them, Deja Vu, went out of business. So I guess it's that bad. Business is that bad right now. The strip clubs are having a hard time staying open.
That's wild.
All right, I'm gonna hit the outro. Fizz and Shit Piss, whoever you are. I usually stream on Wednesday nights too. So yeah, Shit Piss, if you're new to the channel.
Hell yeah.
Although I just gained that subscriber, but the channel already went down a subscriber after. Dude, I'm never gonna get past like the 660s.
No, you need another video like your fucking the what the fuck was it? Ronnie
The
Radke
Halloween horror
video.
movies.
Yeah, well, you need to make the Halloween video. Yeah.
Yeah,
Moral of the story.
if I get into it tomorrow, I could get it up this week. I've been working on getting a take that I actually like. That's usually my struggle with making videos. I sit and I record for 2 hours and then I just don't like anything that happens. But
Just use the best take you get tomorrow. Fuck it. Just be like the best one out of tomorrow is the one you'll use.
yeah, and there's only a few clips I'd have to edit in. I'm just gonna edit in the title cards from the movies when I say them. But yeah, I might get that up. That would be nice because
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Fuck yeah.
it might get a few views. But yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna hit the outro.
Peace out,
Anyone
guys.
in chat, I'll be back on Wednesday. I might have Johnny, I might not. Who knows? Either way, us two will be back on Monday, and then I'll be back on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. See you next Monday. Peace.
And we're all here today to groove and have a beautiful time together, and that it's only the beginning. Sometimes I think I'm drunk, and then I realize I am drunk. Sometimes I